We should be live. Gotta make sure of it. There we go. We are live. Pull this chat down. There we go.
Light's blessings and all
that. Alright, let's go here. HDR settings. I'm gonna have to cut that fucking thing off because it's gonna irritate the shit out of me. Okay. Let me pull this up here. Alright, we're gonna cut that off. That way I don't have to hear that the whole time because that's gonna be irritating. There we go. Alright. I don't know if Garth is in here. If he is, he hasn't said anything yet. But welcome in.
What's happened to your dog? Did you cut them off, Ibano?
Are you with someone? Were you that desperate for money?
Why the hell would I do that? Just what? That sound like the Urbano you know? Huh? Well,
How are you
does
doing
it?
tonight, Audrey?
All right.
Oh, they were to be sold off in a few days. Who the hell will buy them now? Fuck!
Well, at least you didn't lose anything else.
The hell I didn't. Those rotten bastards. Oh, took bloody everything.
Ah, that explains it. We seen some strange folk lurking around your house, didn't we?
Huh?
Right? Tell it.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I saw it too.
You did fuck all?
I drank a lot that day. Hey?
Why didn't you say something
What can we do
earlier?
about it? We're bound to get caught sooner
No.
or later.
He might just be spying on the channel and not wanting to talk.
Going.
Come have a drink once you calm down.
Ah, arsehole!
You were robbed.
The fuck are you? You trying to get me?
Calm down. I'm not here to cause trouble.
By the sun, strong.
Tell me, what happened?
You heard for yourself, didn't you? Some thieving scum sacked my house. They would have done me in too if I hadn't gone and run
Why you
off.
say somewhat okay?
Oh,
And were they after something?
some bit of rock. I heard it clear. Heard them say they was ordered to find it. Didn't say by who.
And you had it?
What'd I do with some bloody rock? Eat it?
You're gay, Garza, so it must
Now
be a
that I
perfect
think
combination.
of it, maybe they meant those stones that have been falling from the sky. Aha!
I'm glad it helped.
I'll try and track the thieves down.
Oh, wait, really? Well, get going then. I'll reward you for finding even a single spoon.
All right.
some coin.
Spare some coin. I'll call my horse over here. I don't feel like walking. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I could have just plummeted off of this. Matter of fact. You gotta do what at 11? Take more nose spray or something? What are you talking about? Oh, okay.
Look at this glorious pile of shit.
Load of bollocks.
Thought I'd stumbled onto some easy loot for once, but... what a fucking waste of our time. Wait, who the hell is that?
What are you doing?
Get up!
Why don't you come and have a look? It'll be the last thing you see.
You're the ones out here making trouble.
Die!
You could dodge it, you piece of shit. We didn't dodge at that. Fuck boy. Alright, where did the other guy go? Oh well, fuck it.
Why in the world did you bring goat horns?
Could be worth some coin.
I told you not to get caught.
And we didn't, did we?
Garza, did you just come in here and talk some shit? Or are you gonna speak?
Pay up.
The coin. Bloody imbeciles. You'll get your money.
One of y'all left. Which one was it?
Exactly what you told us. You
Nah, he
said you
left.
wanted some rocks. We brought plenty. Big rocks, small rocks, some real prize winners. We picked up every damn pebble around that bloody house.
But not one of them radiates light, does it?
Yeah, I'm starting to think your glowing rocks ain't real.
Now, hang on.
You are a snow runner. Shit. There's the bandit. Is there more shit here to discover? No. He's mad because I'm not on Snow Runner with him. I guess I don't do any. It says return to that guy, so that's where I'm going. You're not Jester? Not sure what you mean by that. Let's go up this way. Oh shit. Almost fell off the edge there.
Town's full of livestock.
You know what? I think that. I don't know. I don't know really what you're talking about, to be honest with you. I'm gonna leave that there. What does this do? Probably shouldn't have messed with that, honestly. Auto exposure, film grain tight. Guys, don't make me get in Discord. Beat you up. That doesn't really do anything. Alright. That looks pretty decent. A little dark, but definitely too dark. Too dark.
Here, I tracked the bandits down.
Huh? You found them? Where are those thieving fucks?
All
Those
right,
filthy,
just settle
bloody
down.
whoresons!
You won't be seeing them again.
And my belongings?
By the river,
Oh.
couldn't carry them all.
You muttonhead! You can't even carry some boxes, huh?
What is this, anyway?
Could fetch a pretty sum.
You found this with my stuff?
Is it not yours?
Ah,
Of course it is.
here, your reward.
Thanks for everything. Off you go.
Hey,
This is worth at least a dozen goats.
Alright, let's... Alright. Let's see. Pink brightness. People do recommend it. I don't know why that's not changing though. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Oh my god, now to reset all that shit too. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, model quality, ultra, cinematic, ultra. Alright. Alright, something in settings somewhere is fucked now. Oh, that's why I didn't save that. Want that on quality. Why does it keep cutting fucking HDR off? What the fuck? Okay. Damn it, fucking change all that. God damn, dude. I swear. You still in here, Audrey? Oh, okay. Gonna fight who? If it's Garza, I wouldn't worry about it. He's not talking anyway.
Hey, let's talk.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cut this shit back off. Because for some reason, HDR in this game is just fucking weird. Actually, you probably need to put this shit up like right here. Put this at 75. 75. It didn't make a it didn't make a bit of fucking difference for those settings. Let's crank this shit up. There. 10,000 fucking nits of brightness. How's that? Still nothing. This is fucking broken in this game, dude. I'll just leave it off. Just gonna leave it off. Yeah, he's not talking anyway. He's busy on his game. He's too good to talk to me in here. It's all good. I'm gonna focus on doing this mission. Now that I got this figured out good enough, I feel like fucking with these settings all night. Oh shit. There's a bad guy up here. Well, them bitches on that rock. At least it looks like they are. I can't get up there though. Not from that direction. Probably from right here. Oh, there it is. Take that. Alright.
Pay the taxes and the guild dues and I'm... Well, he's dead, you idiot! No, he's not! Fighting!
I thought you said it was gay earlier. Which one is it?
I heard my dad say
Earlier you
Willie's
said this
dead.
looks gay.
Stop it! Can't you see? William's crying. Crying won't get Willie back. Willie's not dead. He will come back. Don't cry. Just get over it, stupid. Shut up. I'm gonna get Willie back. I'm going home. We'll find him.
Did something bad happen?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not.
Got sheep
I plan
now.
on getting on SnowRunner again. I'm
I
not
was
just not gonna get on it again because I like
when that
SnowRunner.
rock
I
fell
just
from
got
the
this
sky
game the other
and when
day,
I
and
got
I've been
home-
wanting this game for a while. That's the only reason why I've been
Did
playing
any
it.
adults see what happened?
Yeah, they said they saw some bad men take Willie, and we can't get him back.
I'll try to find him.
That's you right now because I wouldn't get on SnowRunner with you. It's a helmet that sees like past memories. That's what it is. Okay. Nice to know, game.
Nothing but fold and moan.
Oh, my bad, dog. Did I pet you? You probably pissed at me now since I fucking jumped over top of you always. He's pissed. He's like, fuck you. Gather information on the missing sheep from the children. Oh, shit.
Those bandits were definitely responsible.
Pardon me.
Who are you?
Jump
you
on
that
him.
fellow who defeated
That would be funny.
Matthias?
Ha! That's quite the feat.
He was amazing.
Well, what brought such a fine warrior here?
Have you seen any bandits around here who might have stolen a sheep?
Don't know about stealing sheep, but there is a bandit camp just across the river.
A bandit camp, you say? I gotta turn the game audio down on this bitch again, cause oh, and I need to upgrade. Oh, that's why it reset all my audio. I forgot. I'm gonna put this down to like 41, cause that shit was insanely too fucking loud. All right, what's this? I'll take that. Also, let me see something real quick. Oh, there's bandits up here, right? There we go. I'm gonna get that out just in case.
One rule. Don't be boring when I kill you.
Damn.
Have your guts forgotten?
That shit escalated quickly. Oh. Have I not searched you? I've already searched you. Piece of shit.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, I kept going. You didn't. You died. Piece of shit. He thought he was gonna keep going, but it turns out he couldn't keep going. All right. Alright, let's see. Are you the missing sheep? You sure are. Alright. Now we just gotta carry this little fucker back to his destination. Because, yeah. Probably not that way, though. I gotta figure out where I need to go to, get down without dying with him. I guess right here, looks like. Yeah. Okay. That works. Can you not set on the log? Alright. Just need to figure out how to get across this, because it'll put him down if I walk across that bitch. I have to walk you across this part. Ah, there we go. Bringing this little fat ass sheep all the way back to its parents. Alright, I think I can climb up there with him. I don't know. Guess we're gonna find out. Can you climb with one hand? No, you can't. Okay. Can't do that. Makes sense. Let's go around. That's all good. I know one thing I need to do. Let's... Nope. Wrong shit. These menus are so fucking ridiculously confusing for no reason. Hold A to accelerate. Classic. Press A to toggle. Okay, so I want it like that then. Okay. Well, let's leave it like that.
Woolly?
Now, is this the friend you were looking for?
Woolly? That's not Woolly. Woolly's got a fluffier tail.
Oh.
Sorry, Mr. Greymane already offered to help get Woolly back.
Agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, I can take you to him. Come on.
Alright, little kid. Take me to him.
The old Greymane's always drunk.
Show me where he's at.
Yesterday, he nearly drowned in a vat of ale.
Show me where he is,
And today,
little kid.
I found him sleeping in a dung heap. I think the ale helps him with his memory.
Alright.
When he's
Let's
drunk,
see.
he always tells
We're gonna follow him
stories
and see where he
of
takes us.
Greymanes.
Probably to our death.
What an interesting fellow.
He really wants to kill us, I believe. You still in here, Garza? You still playing SnowRunner?
Huh? That's strange. Oh, he was definitely here. He should be around here somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna go take care of my new sheep.
You do that.
Thank you.
What map are you playing? You still in Michigan? All right, doing the task?
What's the matter with you?
I mean, you need to do it solo anyway, because it doesn't make... I mean, not always solo, but... you can't make progress in the game when you're online with people, which is silly to me. I still don't understand why they did it that way.
A grey mane, huh? But all you do is drink every day.
Indeed, I am a grey mane.
If you say so.
I could show you.
Put that thing down, you fool.
Oh, easy now.
See, bandit hordes beware. Oh, how about a drink?
You've had enough.
I wish they would make it where you can
Fuck off! Go away!
still make progress with your online and friends
Are you all right?
on SnowRunner. That would be awesome.
Who's asking?
Someone who needs your aid.
You've heard tales
Keep
of
hitting my
my
mic.
swordsmanship, then?
But yeah, I don't know.
Travels fast. You follow me? I'll show you what a true grey mane is.
I'll show you what a true gray mate is. That's what he says. But he wants to kill me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna follow him though. Fuck it. I'm gonna grow my hair out like his. Alright, sir, let's go.
You can ride.
Where are we going?
All grey manes can do it. Eyes closed and blindfolded. Besides, I'm one of the special ones among them. The great grey manes, Captain.
Hiya.
You, do you know what the grey manes
Do you
are
know
like?
the Muffin Man?
I imagine you're going to tell me.
Do you know
They're
it?
the most valorous warriors in the North.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
noble wolves.
Can I go past him? Oh, okay, I can't.
But
I'll just stay beside him like
I
this.
haven't seen one in person.
Well, in that case, it's best you don't keep tossing their name around.
What's even real?
Oh, there we go.
Everything's a mess.
Now we're making progress.
Where are we going?
Sorry, I was setting up my gain on my microphone to get it to where I want it.
So that clever little scallywag in town, this
Does my mic sound better, Garza, than normal? Like more clear? More? It should be a lot louder.
sheep he did. Oh, enormous thing. Beautiful as a cloud. Nearly there.
Nearly there.
The rest of the way.
He's got his head right up my ass. That's crazy. No, we're walking. Okay. I feel like we could have took the horse the rest of the way there, but whatever. Whatever, buddy.
Look. Those damn bandits are over there.
Then I'll take it from here.
Very well. I'll go rally the guards.
Can I search you? Yeah, I can search you. Thanks for the loot, buddies. Thanks for all the loot.
Fucking last.
What do you call that?
Uh-huh. That's what y'all get. Fucking around, you found out, didn't you? Fuck around and find out, bitches. Alright. Now, loot these bodies. Why can't I loot him? No, he's not lootable, that's why. You are, though. That's a shadow. This is what the helmet does, by the way. You were asking earlier about.
A grey man is sniffing around our trail. This is all because you fools ran around committing petty thefts.
Fuck off! Do you have any idea how many mouths I have to bloody feed?
Would it help if I cut it down by one?
Easy now. We'll find it soon. There's only one house left.
I've told you countless times. Betray the Gold Leap's trust, and you're all fucking dead.
All right.
Garza, I'm gonna need your input, buddy. I need you to stop ignoring me and answer me before I punch you in the throat. I know you can hear me, Garza. My shit's loud as fuck right now. What's that? What is that over there? What? Oh, that thing's gonna try to hurt me, but I want to get whatever that is. Not really sure what that was, but I grabbed it. You get the fuck off of that shit. Well, I guess I can get out of here now.
So that's the one that robbed my house.
Look at everything they've taken. Come on now.
Everyone,
Let's head home.
gather your belongings and livestock. The Grey Mane has caught the bandits.
Shit. Shit. I need this. this over here. Like this. And this over here like this. There we go.
That Gold Leaf Merchant Guild's been real trouble.
I totally
Nothing
agree.
we can prove, but too many sketchy things have been happening.
Aye.
They used to just be
Freaking news.
grubbing merchants, but now we got to watch our step around them.
True.
It's nonsense.
This is all because of that branch master.
Ah, horn splitter, right?
Aye, it all started when he rose to power. And now?
I remember when they had some scruples. Now they're no better than ordinary bandits. We have to do something. Or
Do you know where I can find the gold leaves?
Gold leaf. A grey maid.
didn't think a grey mane would be short on coin.
Mind telling us what business you have with the gold leaves?
A personal matter.
Let's be careful. They do anything for some
Best be
easy
careful.
coin.
Word is, they're after more than gold these days.
I want to bring this up right
Such as
here.
the boulders from the sky.
Hey, you'll gain
If
nothing
I
by
do
spreading
this,
such
turn
rumors.
that down,
Do our best to
that makes
find
it a
them
lot
out.
better for me.
Who knows what they might do?
They've got
And I
branches
don't have
set
to
up
hear
in front
myself
of the
at
town.
100%, which is
Find them
great.
there.
Because that shit's loud for no reason. Alright. Oh, gotta click back on the screen there. Alright, where are we going? Investigate that Gold Leaf Merchant Guild, okay. Guess I'll call my horse for that. Alright. Garzy Warzy. Did you leave already, buddy? Can you go through the water, horsey? I mean, I guess you can go this way. Oh.
I told you already.
Can you?
I think it's too soon. It'll only lead
Oh my
to
God.
unnecessary bloodshed.
Are you just gonna
Everything but what, every button worked right there besides the button I was trying to hit.
What you're
Fucking insane.
suggesting is unacceptable. Don't listen to the words of this fool.
Shaka-2, please see reason?
Patience. Believe me, I do have a plan.
We can't afford to wait any longer.
You're causing this town a lot of trouble.
Ah, Greymane. I understand your anger at such injustice. But if we're guilty of anything, it's merely complicit silence. We've never committed any evil ourselves.
You expect me to believe that?
Shaka-2 did everything in his power to stop him. It's not our fault.
There are too many ears listening here. All will be explained in due time, and the true monster revealed.
I don't really see that doing anything. That does though. Yeah.
What's the matter? Come on, tell us.
Bandits are going to burn Hubert's home.
Please, calm yourself.
He's all right.
Tell us what happened.
He wouldn't hand over the Sky Stone.
Damnable bastards.
Hey, let's not let our tempers get the better of us. What we need most is manpower, so I'll call for the guards. For now, take a deep breath.
What happened?
Bandits are headed to the healer's house.
There's no one to stop those bastards.
He refused to give them what they wanted, so now they're going to set it ablaze.
Looks like they've already got to it. Greymane, please help us. Calm down, please, sister.
What did the bandits want?
She said it's, some sort of boulder that fell out of the sky. Yeah.
Please,
Please
help
save
us.
our healer.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do. Alright, where are we going here? You should have moved, sir.
What's that? What the fuck are you doing?
Get out the fucking way, dude. Shit, it's like y'all don't see a fucking horse right here. It's crazy. I'll hit you too, kids. I don't give a fuck. Why is my shit not working? What the fuck? That was weird. My button to fucking jump didn't work. Guess I don't really need it now since I'm already almost here, so it's all good.
Faster!
It's about to collapse!
Great Solomon, save us!
Vile scum! To do such a despicable thing!
I'm certain they were after our healer.
Is anyone inside?
There's still someone in there.
But it may be too late.
Don't be so quick to lose hope.
Yes, he might still be alive. Please, help him. Without aid, they'll all die.
How could anyone get to him?
Please, will you help us?
Oh, the fire is spreading! We must save him! No, you fool! Was that rock worth all this? We should have just given it away.
This is not the time for such musings. We must save our people first.
There's a soul still trapped within. We must do something.
What? What the fuck? Ow. Done and done. He's a little charcoal, but I got him out of there.
Gods, to survive such hellfire. Keep your wits about you. Thank you. Thank you. It's We saved his life.
He's the one who rescued
Solomon save us all.
If it wasn't for the Greymane, if it weren't for you, what would have happened to him?
You have our sincerest thanks.
I'm glad I could help.
Water, sister, water. We must go fetch some water.
Was that rock really worth a man's life?
Now we have to find Hubert.
Dear Savior, I'm
Okay, okay.
Please rescue our healer. Without him, our town...
Guard, are you still in here?
Slow down.
I feel like a broken record
They
asking.
took Hubert, our healer.
Because your ass is not paying attention to chat if you are.
Hand over the Sky Stone.
Sky Stones again.
Give it
Please
to him.
rescue
Give it to him.
our
The
healer.
burden of such a thing is too heavy to bear.
It's because of
Please,
that thing.
take it. And save our healer.
I know you're gaming,
Counting on you.
but your fingers ain't broken. Piece of shit.
Right. I'll do what I can.
Why don't you just hop in the Discord so we can at least talk so I don't have to wait for you to text back every 10 minutes. Wouldn't that be easier? You can still keep the Twitch open, but damn, at least we could talk and hang out in the chat. You're in the call? Well, shit, you didn't tell me you were in the call. I would have joined a minute ago had I known that. Let me pull my Discord up real quick. Well, get out of that call and get in the Discord call. I'm more important. Pull them into the game voice chat. Get out of that server.
Oh, shit! A rat!
All right. I'm not sure. I thought she was still in here. What the hell y'all running from? Is there bad guys over this way too? Oh yeah, there is.
This one's done for.
Anybody else want some of this? Y'all want to fuck around and find out today or what? Why can't I loot the... Oh. I'll take the centipede though. I can loot his ass. I think she just figured you dipped out, so she left. Honestly. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I would assume that might be why. Damn, there's a whole bunch of guys still over here.
More boys than you. Fishy maggot!
Maybe you are a jester, I don't know. Maybe you're a secret jester. You never answered me earlier. I said, does my mic sound more clear today or anything? I made some more adjustments to it because I made it where I don't have to sit right on top of that bitch to pick up my audio anymore. Trying to make it where doesn't pick up as much harshness and that it's still loud enough to hear. Because I was listening to my playback when we were all gaming the other day, and I was like, you know what? My mic is a lot lower sounding than yours or Coaster's when we were in that stream the other day. I was like, my mic is like way lower sounded than y'all's. So I turned my gain up like a motherfucker. So I'm trying to make sure that it sounds good. But your ass never answered me. Alright, I think I can make it up here. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll fall off. Alright. I mean, does it sound louder than normal? Or what? Should be louder than normal. Technically. Oh, nice. Made it. That's not what I asked you, Garza. I said, does it sound louder than normal, or is it just like the exact same sound? Like, loudness. It sounds the same? Should be louder. I mean, I cranked that bitch up a lot. Well, hell. I'm also, like, a lot farther away from it than normal, so that's probably why. I'm almost at this place. See, if I get right on top of it like this, it's probably pretty loud because I don't normally set this close to it anymore. So that's probably pretty loud. I mean, I guess I could put it right here. What does that sound like? Is that a lot louder now? That probably a lot louder. That probably a lot louder. I'm gonna fuck these guys up. Yeah, get fucked up. You thought so? Damn, I fucked them up so much I knocked their damn tent down. Yeah, the reason why I was asking though is because, like I said the other day when me, you, and Coaster were gaming, I was listening back through the VOD, and I just noticed that my mic levels are like about 10 or 12 decibels lower than everybody else's. Like I sound like I'm like a mile away from my microphone, even though I was right on top of that bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, there you are.
I told you that all the time when you used to stream on Twitch, that for me, on full volume, your voice always sounded so low compared to on TikTok. And then you would tell me, well, it's the same settings, but I was like, I don't know, I don't know if it was Twitch or the way like the equalizers work on fucking TikTok compared to Twitch.
I wonder if TikTok was just boosting that shit all that time. Because, like I said, when I played it back the other day, I was like, damn, that shit's so low sounding for no reason.
Yeah.
Does it sound more normal now, though?
Yeah, it sounds fucking pretty loud. Like, it sounds good. But because all the time, that's why I used to watch you on TikTok sometimes, because on Twitch, like, I would raise that shit up all the way, right? And like, you sounded like decently, but then like compared to TikTok, if I lifted on full volume, that shit was stupid loud.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just something that, like I said, TikTok was doing, like boost audio or some shit, like processing it a different way. Because that is weird. There's this one random ass enemy back here in the back, like away from everybody. No, what I was saying earlier though is, I wish that on SnowRunner that they made it where the progress carried over whether you're online or not with people. It sucks that they don't.
Yeah, pretty much like when we were playing, we were kind of just like playing for like fun, which is fine. I had fun, you know.
Well, yeah, I did too, but I'm just saying, like, it sucks because, like, if you ever want to play yourself, like right now, you have to start the whole shit over. Like, even if you get, like, everything done when me and you were playing together, you have to do it all over again on your map. Which is,
yeah,
it's kind of silly.
Yeah, that's why I was playing right now by myself on there, cause like I need to get it done, you know, too.
I honestly think it's pretty fun even by yourself because you can focus on getting it done at your own pace too, though. Like you don't have to rush through the shit. Man, what the fuck are these guys?
Hey, we stayed on for a long ass time.
Almost 5 hours that night, dude. I looked back at the VOD. I was like, holy shit, 4 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah.
I told my wife that night, I was like, yeah, me and Garza and this other guy that we met that night on the stream stayed on it like all night long.
She didn't tell you nothing?
Yeah, she don't give a shit. As long she was asleep, so she didn't care.
Okay. My wife likes to be like, I don't want you on the game so long, blah, blah, blah.
She's not a gamer though, that's why though.
She's not, yeah. So
yeah,
your wife understands.
Yeah.
It's, you know. That's why. And I'm like, you don't get it. I was like, I get to game with him more throughout the night than, you know, because you don't game earlier in the day. And I was like, I don't have nobody else to game with throughout the day. I really don't. So I don't play at all. Like I can't be like you. You can play games by yourself. I can't do that no more. I get bored.
It depends on the game. That's why I started going to like a lot of the single player games because like I can't do that with like Battlefield and shit as much as I used to be able to. I mean, I still can from time to time, but it's not like it used to be. Like I used to be able to play Battlefield like for hours a day by myself, no problem. Now like 5 minutes into it, I'm like, why am I playing this shit? Like I'm not even having fun. You know, my team sucks 90% of the time. You got people camping objectives and camping in the side of the wall and camping on top of a cliff. And I was like, fuck, dude, I don't even want to play this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like SnowRunner and games like this game. Single player, I can play it at my own pace. I don't get frustrated with it. You know, I don't have to worry about a camper killing me.
Yeah.
Except for Fortnite. Fortnite's pretty fun, but again, I still wouldn't play that by myself.
Oh, you said Fortnite's fun, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I told you I've been liking it. Been having pretty decent fun with it.
It's not bad, honestly. I feel like even then, I play that game by myself a lot of the times, which I don't like doing, because I enjoy it more with friends. But like, it's a game that I can still play by myself. It's the only shooter that I feel like that about.
You know, it's odd. Of all games, I would ever thought would be the less sweaty of games. I never thought it would be Fortnite, but honestly, it feels less sweaty than any other game I played recently, first shooter wise.
Especially when you play casuals too.
Yeah. Which is odd because it used to be the exact opposite.
Yeah. It's like reload when you play casual. That shit's like, it's hella casual.
Yeah, like I don't have to worry about too much shit.
You still got your average, like, you know, sweat in there and stuff like that, which is normal. It feels like a normal lobby like it used to back in the day. Like that's how old gaming felt like. Like you run into a really good player, you know, and you'd be like, oh, that's a really good player.
Go on now.
But for the most part, like, it feels pretty casual, especially when you actually play casuals.
Yeah, I mean, when we played that day with him, it was getting kills left and right like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Such is the cost of doing business. The metal makes the merchant.
And that's what I'm saying, which is weird.
I hope there are no
you can't do that in Battlefield. You just can't. Like, you get on, no matter what match you play, you're getting shot every fucking spawn. Like, you can be at your spawn, walk 2 inches, you're shot by some guy camping. Or he's fucking map glitching on top of a bridge and shooting you with a sniper rifle. It's like, games like Battlefield and shit have gotten ruined by stuff like that. And unfortunately, there's really nothing the developers can really do to completely prevent it. It's just how their games are nowadays. It's just like the gamers have evolved to that shit, the toxic gamers.
Isn't it good business?
Yeah, that's what it become though, because everything's now competitive. You know, like everything's about fragging and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. That's just how gaming is now. It is what it is type of deal.
Well, I feel like that's fine when you got rank play. Have all that shit you want. I mean, I get Battlefield don't have rank play, so I mean the rank players, what would be a rank player would just be whatever on there because there is no rank mode, which I'm glad of. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you don't really have to try that hard every fucking match. And it feels like it just gives you 99.9% of the time, it gives you the shittiest fucking team. Like,
yeah,
1% of the time you'll win like one match out of a 4-hour game session. At least with Fortnite, I can come in second. We'll come in second, third, or fourth, and sometimes we'll get first place. I mean, I get more wins on fucking Fortnite than I have in Battlefield. That's insane.
If my agents are to be trusted, he'll offer the Greymane's land to rebuild.
And I mean, that's just with 3 of us playing, if all 3 of us are playing. So.
What do you think? It seems quite the mutually beneficial arrangement.
Man, I didn't do my run today.
I didn't do my workout today either. I skipped yesterday, and then today I had bad back pain.
To be honest, I like didn't really eat shit today at all. I mean, I took a couple of shots right now. And I ate a bag of chips, but I had a. So we did Easter today. My son's still sick, and I took him to the ER, and they checked him and everything, and told me he didn't have no RSV and like respiratory problems or nothing like that, but he still has a fever. Like he still has a fever now. They pretty much told us to keep doing what we're doing.
Is it still low grade though? Like it's not a high grade fever or nothing?
It's been fluctuating. Like it's hit like 103. That's the thing. You know, and then it like goes back to like 99 to 100.
Well, hopefully he feels better soon, because it sucks when kids like that get sick.
The thing is, he's fine. His mood is fine, but like his appetite's been really low.
Well, I think kids is harder to tell how bad they really feel, because especially when they're like his age, they just have so much energy. It's really hard to tell how bad they really feel, you know? Like us, when we get sick, we're like, fuck, man, I don't feel like doing nothing. When a kid gets sick, they're like, fuck it, I'm sick. I'm gonna still do 1,000 things and get in trouble.
Yeah, so we did Easter or whatever, and then I got there and like they made green spaghetti and like rice and stuff, but like they saved it as a plate, but I didn't feel like reheating that shit. And they made like these little, it's like fried tuna or whatever, and I ate like it was like 2 little small like patties of tuna, and I ate that, and that's about it, and like a bag of chips. And then when we got home, I stopped at McDonald's and I got him a Happy Meal, see if he'll eat. I mean, all he did is drink the milk and kind of ate the fries, so he kind of did eat something, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I just had a fucking hot and spicy, and like I got a large fry, and we like shared that between me and my wife. That's all I had today.
Damn. I had taken my pre-workout, was getting ready to do my workout today, and then like started to get ready to do it, and then I got this badass back pain today. Still have it. I feel like I pulled something in my back. So I was like, well, so much for that idea. So that's why I didn't get to do my workout today. And I don't normally like to skip 2 days in a row. I usually like to alternate. So it kind of sucks that I had to skip one, but at the same time, it's like I'll just hopefully feel better enough tomorrow to make it up. But I wasn't about to try to push myself feeling like that and make it worse. So I was like, I'll just skip today, as much as I don't really want to do that. That way I'm not, you know, in excruciating pain the next day and regretting my choices. All right. Man, this place is filled with enemies. Holy shit.
You're the one getting hurt today. You won't walk up me.
Man. So many enemies in this area. It's like infinite. I'm gonna eat this. Damn, broke his neck. That was crazy. Fuck. Those guys almost fucking killed me. Come on, fuck around and find out, sir.
Grab him, Alliance! Screaming!
Piece of shit. Killed all y'all motherfuckers. Still one more over here, though. Oh, he's inside the tent. Oh, I gotta fight the boss guy now.
The grey mane that's been meddling in my affairs has saved me the trouble of seeking him out.
You've been meddling with forbidden powers.
Forbidden? Sounds expensive. And all too appealing to a merchant's senses. You lost your war, Northlander. For daring to stand before me, you will now lose your life. His power is mine. No one can take it from me.
Shit.
Mighty power. You pay dearly for coveting my strength. Your life is nothing but fodder for my blade.
Fuck. Shit. fuck? Okay. Well, I feel like this shit's lagging like a sound bitch for some reason. Shit.
No! Quickly! Tend to my wounds!
The founder of our great guild once said, "A merchant lives and dies by the trust they foster." But look at us now. All we have fostered is blood and lies. It is time I set things right. We will rebuild that trust and restore our good name.
Kiss me through the phone.
I don't hear you for like 10 minutes and then I just hear you saying,
Yeah, baby.
yeah, kiss me through the phone.
Uh, yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I really didn't eat shit today. That's why I wasn't too worried about. I was gonna do my workout, but then
What is it?
I don't know. I was like, man,
I ate a good bit today.
I was like, man, I ain't really eat shit, and like just alone today, I burned like 250 calories.
Damn.
Just like plain old walking today that I did. So like, I don't know. I ain't too worried about. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do like 5 miles. Nah, I'll probably do like 3, 3.5. But I might just do it in the morning or something. Like you do it sometimes.
Yeah, I found out that's, for me anyway, that's when I have the most motivation to do anything. Because if I wait and do it later in the afternoon, I'm trying to do 100 other things and I don't focus on getting it done.
And once you've a place to call home, the guild will see you supplied.
Tell Shakatu I send my thanks.
I certainly will.
The BISC gears can be embedded into equipment sockets to imbue your gear with the power of the abyss. Before one can embed the socket on your equipment, must first be unlocked. Once socketed, an abyss gear may grant additional effects such as granting new skills. As you travel the continent, keep an eye out. Okie dokie.
Or people be collecting the most randomest shit. Like this person selling a Houston Chronicle, which is like, you know, the newspaper for here.
Yeah.
It's like Bin Laden killed. Like, you know, the newspaper when they supposedly killed Bin Laden.
Yeah. I remember that shit.
I don't believe that shit. Think they really killed him?
Knowing how the government is nowadays versus not knowing a lot about it back then, I'd say they probably did, yeah. Or didn't. Shit, I mean.
I've heard stories of supposedly Bin Laden had been dead a long time ago.
He probably has been. That shit was probably just to make it look like they're heroes.
Yeah, people were saying, and the thing is that they couldn't really prove it because he's like, there was this guy, it was a Pakistani, and they were like, well, somebody dies here, like, we really, like, when we bury people, like, some people just get fucking buried, no tombstone, no nothing, and, like, they get lost. That's it. You don't know where the fuck they got buried at.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
this guy was saying that Bin Laden died in, like, I want to say, like, 03, 04, pretty much when they were, when the military was out there.
Yeah.
That he had died then, and they buried him, and the guy's like, well, he's dead, he's been dead. He's like, he got buried. The thing is, when people get buried here, like, they get lost because, like I said, we don't have no tombstones or nothing. They just get fucking buried and forget about them. So who knows? It's not like the same thing when, like, they killed what's his name, Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit was literally broadcasted live. They showed it on the fucking news when they smoked his ass. That's crazy, right? I feel like that will never happen ever again, right?
Not in today's society, hell no. World's too emotional nowadays for shit like that to happen.
I mean, it's not the same, but I mean, we did see, you know, Charlie Kirk get unalived.
Yeah, but that wasn't planned though. You know.
Yeah, that wasn't like shown on the news type thing.
Yeah,
you know,
it wasn't. It definitely wasn't something
social media.
Yeah.
But I feel like social media is the news now, so I don't know. It's kind of like, I guess, gray area. It's not the same. I still think that was crazy.
That was definitely some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is this? Okay, that shit's way up there.
I had a whole argument with my wife because she's like, you agree with that motherfucker? I'm like, he had some valid points. I was like, I didn't agree with everything. Like, I didn't believe the whole thing of him being Christian and believing if his daughter got SA that he would make her keep the child and stuff like that. But I was like, at the end of the day, that's his beliefs. You know, I ain't gonna knock him for it. And if he wants to deal with that, that's his family, you know.
Yeah.
But other stuff that he would say, like, I agreed with him. That's what people don't get. You could agree with people, but also not agree completely with them. It's like there's been bad people in history that have done horrible things. But some things that they spoke about, believe it or not, some of those things weren't like as bad and they kind of had some sense to them. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean. And there's also the fact that a lot of people don't think of is that there's people that are best friends, probably been best friends for life, that behind closed doors, they don't agree on a lot of shit, but you never know it because they don't talk about it. So it's like, the only reason why people are like that now is because everybody televises their entire life on national television or fucking social media. And that's it. Like if people just got along with each other and didn't give a fuck and talk about their personal life and their beliefs everywhere they went nowadays, there'd be like a lot more people being friends with each other. Whether
You know
you're
what's crazy?
a liberal
You know what's
or
crazy
fucking
to me
Republican.
though? I feel like most people don't.
What happened to your leg?
Emma's chair, dude. Fucking piece of shit.
I can hear it.
It's the fucking back of it, dude. I've done tightened it like 4 times.
I feel like most people like. I don't know. I feel like it used to be way different. Like both parties were way different. I feel like you could disagree back then, and like you'll be fine. But now it feels like you disagree, and you're like, oh no, you're like the worst of the worst. Because
It's worse than the Bloods and the Crips now, dude. It literally is worse than.
It literally is.
Like you're better off joining one of the fucking actual Bloods and Crips than being Republican or a fucking Democrat. Literally.
It is.
Which is insane. I never thought that would ever be the case.
Yeah, I don't know. It is crazy. That's what I'm saying. But I tell my wife, I'm like, because I'm a Republican. I ended up siding with the Republicans, and I tell her all the time, and I don't agree with her, and she don't agree with me. Whatever.
I'm on my way to
And I'm like, it's crazy because like a lot of the people I went to school with, well, they're Hispanic, and most Hispanics, I was like, that's what I told her too. I was like, I don't get why most Hispanics are Democratic. I never understood it. And I mean, I kind of do understand it because they always say that they're gonna help immigrants and they're gonna help the lower class. That's all they have. It's all a pawn, you know.
But what they don't understand, 99.9% of these Mexican people and black people that are Democrats don't understand, and it's not the only reason, but it's one of the many reasons. Most of the Democratic Party have been known to be racist.
Yeah, they were.
Like, literally.
They still are.
Yeah. And those are the most supported, that's the most supported party by like blacks and Mexican people or any other nationality for that matter. It just doesn't make sense to me when it comes to that. I'm like, you do realize that is the party that wants your ass fucking enslaved, right? The party that you're supporting. Like, come on. Just do a little research. But people don't want to do research. They rather blindly follow the fucking leader like a sheep.
Yeah.
Whatever the trend fits in, that's what it is, dude.
I don't know, like,
Is he here?
I try to tell my wife all the time, I'm like, I can't believe how brainwashed school had me. Because I was full on, I kid you not, I was full on like, oh yeah, I'm part of the Democratic Party. Like, I genuinely feel like I was, what's it called when it's called assimilation? I don't know if that's the right word. Probably not.
I know what you're talking about, bro. Well,
Yeah,
assimilation would be a type of it, yeah.
Right.
But you mean like brainwash, basically. You're being molded into something that you're being fucking basically fed lies is what you're saying. Like, you don't have a choice to accept it or not because that's what you're taught.
I kid you not, yeah, like that's what it was. Like when Obama got elected, when I was a kid, I was 9. I was in 4th grade.
It's like religion. It's like if you grew up forced into religion. It's the same shit.
Yeah, so I remember like, you know, I didn't like the amount how they pushed Obama is so crazy because never again we did another fake election. They made us do a fake election in school in 4th grade.
Head to Howling Hill.
Damn.
And
they didn't do that in our school. Back in my day in school, there wasn't such a thing.
I kid you not. You could talk to so many people my age range. I don't know if they did. They probably did. Bro, they had a fake election when Obama. Just to see
how many people would vote for him in your school. So they did basically, they forced it on you is what they did. That's just like going into a church and forcing a baptism on somebody that's not accepting of it.
And I remember that I voted for Brock just because he was black, because of his skin color.
Yeah. I mean, you were what, 9 you said? So I mean, that makes sense.
I was 9. Yeah, like, but it's crazy that's how they like
But you were manipulated. That's what you're talking about, manipulated. That's the word you're looking for. Yeah. I was trying to think of it too, honestly, but that's Yeah.
Wish I could do more.
And it's like, and I think about it, I was like, why did they do that? That was not okay. To me, I don't think that was okay.
Well, I mean, that's just like me, dude. Like, I grew up around a lot of people that didn't like colored people, like in general. Like, and
Yeah, and you've told me that.
yeah,
You know how you told me about your sister and stuff like that, and I honestly understand your point and your view and why you felt like that.
yeah, because I grew up, my dad, I mean, I wouldn't say my dad's like racist, but he dislikes a lot of people that aren't white, right? But he
Yeah.
has friends that are black, he has friends that are Mexicans, he has friends that are every race, but you know, he was always a hard ass when it came to certain things. Like, he didn't believe in a black guy being with a white woman or vice versa or nothing like that. That's just how we were taught. And obviously I don't give a shit about that anymore. I mean, I never, once I got old enough.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though. Like, when a black person says that they only want to keep their family black, it's not racist. But when a white man says that they want to keep their family white, it's racist.
Oh, I know. It's always because that's how society's taught. It goes back to the same shit like you were taught in school. It's manipulation. So that's why I'm saying, like, even though I grew up like that, and then when, like I was telling you with my sister's situation, you know, it made me have a lot of hatred toward Latin people or Mexicans or whatever because of that. And then I just thought to myself one day, like, that's not everybody though. You know, like, I can't hold that hatred against every fucking body just because, you know, that side of those people from fucking Honduras are a bunch of dickheads. You know, that's not every fucking person like that. Because I was like, starting to view it the way like a racist would view that shit. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I feel like people just sometimes need to sit down and talk to the opposite.
Or just come to a realization like I did, you know, just like...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just have a fucking awakening.
When I was in, like I tell you, I worked in Tennessee. When I worked in Tennessee, I met this guy, like, this dude was straight up, he was a full-on, like, Republican, like, extreme, you know, he's like, oh, illegals and this and that, and like, and I'm like, you have a point, yes, but I was like, you haven't looked into the amount of actual illegals that actually do pay taxes. It's a good majority. And I was like, not all of them are paying taxes, but a good majority do pay taxes because they get an ITI number. And he didn't know that. He didn't know what I was talking about. He was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, the news don't tell you that though. That's the problem. And they like kind of, they brainwash you. I'm not saying like, you know, oh, let the border open, because obviously we can't do that. It's a country of laws.
Yeah.
But like, it's crazy how they just...
Well, that's why that's why I go back to like that whole thing again with my sister's ex-husband. Like, I can sit there and say for sure there is illegals who come in, who try to live here illegally permanently. Like, I literally watched them firsthand make fake IDs in their kitchen fucking table, dude, right in front of me.
Yeah, I know.
And that they had fucking drugs and shit stored in vehicles at their house and sending them back to Honduras and making profit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there has to be law and order, even though like a bunch of immigrants. I mean, my mother was an immigrant, and I know she was honest and everything. But like at the end of the day, like needs to be law and order. Like,
yeah, I do feel like there should be a balance somehow, and it would be impossible for the government to be able to do that. But I feel like there should be a balance of, okay, this person came over here illegally, yes, but they didn't fucking murder. They didn't do this. They didn't do that.
They should, but I don't think there ever will be, because the Democrats always say that there will be, but they never ever put anything in place because they say supposedly the Republicans always deny it. The Republicans won't do it because they don't believe in it. So it's kind of like...
I also feel like it would just be, I think what it really boils down is it would just be too much of a task for the government to handle because they don't want to.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is too.
Because they would have to put so much money into that. And it would be worth it, in my opinion. I would rather my tax dollars go to that type of shit than the stuff that it goes toward nowadays.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why we ain't president, because it's like big decisions.
I mean, I get it though. Like I said, to a certain extent, I mean, like it would take trillions of dollars, you know, to do something as simple as that. Like, we can talk about how simple it is all day, but you're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar situation.
Yeah, because they would have to build a whole system.
Yeah. And then they had to have all these fucking people working it day and night to, you know, ID this person and make sure they're not lying, to make sure they're actually here and didn't commit crimes.
Like you said, though, you rather the money go there than complete useless bullshit. They put rest of the money, so.
Yeah, 100%. Like, stop fucking gelling everybody, wasting our resources on that shit. And, you know, like, obviously if they're fucking murderers or doing shit to kids, then fucking execute them, whatever you gotta do, but stop wasting money on that shit too. I mean, bringing back executions for fucking murderers, and especially for kid touchers, fucking execute them bitches. Save the jail space for people that deserve to be in jail and not, you know, that didn't do anything super bad.
No need. You're our guest.
Thank you.
Like, our government money is just wasted. Even with Trump, like, in office, like I said, I don't agree with a lot of shit. And plus, I tell everybody, and I've said it a million times, he pulls more strings than fucking Biden did, but there's still the elites behind the curtains that still, at the end of the day, tell him what to fucking do.
Always will be. There always will be.
And that's where people fail to realize. They're like, oh, fuck Trump, fuck Trump. Well, Trump is only a part of the problem. The people that they are voting for or against or for is behind the curtains telling Trump to say this or that at the end of the day. So whether it's a Democrat or Republican in office, there's still the elite behind the curtain telling that Democrat or Republican how to run the country.
Yeah.
They just hated Trump because he spoke out against the elites, and they didn't like that. People wasn't ready for that. That's just like fucking when the government told us about aliens and nobody's ready for that. People still don't believe that shit. It's like it just got blown over.
That's what people don't understand. I'm like, don't you find it kind of suspicious that all of a sudden, like, everybody from the Democratic Party don't like him? Everybody. Like, I don't know. Like, he must be doing something or trying to change something. He is trying to change something, but the thing is, the system's been so fucked up for decades that I don't think it's gonna be undone.
Whenever somebody tries to take out a president, they're doing something right. And when it happens multiple fucking times, then he or she is definitely doing something.
Yeah.
So,
like, you know, like right now how we're in war or whatever the fuck, I feel like he's trying to make the world market collapse to cut off China and Russia. So they could, you know, if they cut off Iran from them, because they get oil from them, if he cuts off that, he pretty much trying to make like economic world collapse. So people, like countries like that, could depend on, you know, North America.
I mean, I get his approach to that, but at the same time, it is fucking our economy up bad right now.
It is, but I feel like
it is necessary, though.
They're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes sense to me.
Well, it is, because our country now depends on all these other fucking countries for resources. Like, we have
nobody
to.
Depends on us.
Yeah. And it's been that way for fucking before I was born. It's always been that way, you know. And
but it's gotten worse over time, for
it
sure.
has. And you know, now it's just a fucking dick measuring contest, country to country. Like, oh, you want to tariff us? We'll tariff you this percentage, and we'll cut your oil supply off so you can pay $18 a gallon for gas now, or you know, this shit like that. But I get it, but damn, it sucks because it really fucks us. In the meantime, while we wait around for it to, you know,
I feel like
equal out.
The only way it's gonna fix itself is after his term's over, and if somebody else takes over the same party and has the same kind of like idea.
No, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a liberal that gets in office next election, and it's gonna be right around the time that everything goes back to normal, and guess who will get the praise for it? That's exactly what's gonna happen. Watch. Guarantee it, because that's what always happens.
You're right.
And that's why they'll always be seen in the light, because people don't realize shit like that. That amount of power takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. And right around the time when the shit starts to change, that president gets, you know, out of office and the new one's elected. And then that president that's in there, all the American people are like, oh, he did it or she did it. It's all her that did it or it's all him that did it. And that's, they get the praise for it.
I hope. I don't know. I hope it just. I hope shit doesn't get undone, cause that would be like the worst shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just there's so much shit that's fucked in our country. It's gonna be, we're gonna be dead and gone before this shit sees like a significant change. Like,
yeah,
it's so far fucked that there's just no way we'll be alive in the lifetime to see a significant, large enough change.
That's what I don't understand. Like, 'cause like you look back then, like at history, and you're like, how was America was booming in manufacturing shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then I guess like that's what made us money. That's what made us so rich and stuff like that. And of course oil and stuff, but like manufacturing, a lot of stuff was manufactured here. And then all of a sudden it just dwindled down, and we make everything in another country like China because it's really cheap, which I get.
But
like,
here's the thing that don't make sense. It's cheaper to make it in other countries, right? Then why is our country still in trillions of dollars of debt all these fucking years later?
Yeah.
Like, I never understood that. Like, they're like, well, we do this, we make our products in other countries so we don't go in debt. Motherfucker, we've been in debt. Like, that's done absolutely nothing. Clearly that's not working. Like, whatever that plan was failed. Choose a different plan.
like, literally the day I was born, inflation. The day you were born, even inflation.
Yeah.
And you're talking about, let's see, 14 years apart, 15 years apart, almost 20 years apart.
I mean, the worst thing that really happened in my young childhood was Clinton got his dick sucked underneath the office desk. But, I mean, other than that, I think we had a pretty fair president back then. I mean, at least he was man enough to admit he got his dick sucked. You know, nowadays, nobody's admitting that shit in office. Clinton's like, hell yeah, I got my dick sucked. So what? I'm human. I wanted a blowjob. I cheated on my wife. At least he was man enough to admit he cheated. I don't agree with it, but how the fuck do I push this wagon?
Why you think, why they make a big deal, man, that the man get his dick sucked?
Because he was a president. Even back then, though, when I was a kid, like when I heard about that, everybody's like, I can't believe he did that. I'm like, why? He's a fucking human. Just like you and me. Like, people make mistakes, whether they're fucking president or not, doesn't make them, like, not human anymore. You know? Like, he still, at the end of the day, goes to sleep, shits, has a wife, whether he's fucking faithful to her or not, he still has one. You know?
I guess, like, standards were different back then because now people are like, oh, this president's so, like, not political correct and this and that, and I get it, but like, have you looked at the world lately? Do you expect them to be politically correct? Like, the world's so unserious now.
It really is.
So like, I don't get when people make a big deal when the president currently says some like kind of crazy shit, and I'm like, I'm not surprised at all, bro, because like, look at the world we live in. Cause I don't know if you've seen that video where I guess they met up with the, what is it, a prime minister of Japan? I don't know if that's what they call their leaders. I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
But it's a woman, and he's like, well, Japan knows all about surprises. You know, they didn't tell me about Pearl Harbor. He made a joke about Pearl Harbor and surprises.
Damn.
And people were like, why would he say that? I'm like, bruh,
he just don't
it was funny. Even I laughed. Like, it was some little dark humor type of thing, but, and people were like, why would he say that? He's the president. People died. And I'm like, whatever. I mean, honestly, if you're is it called allies with a country, you know, I feel like you should be able to, you know, that's water under the bridge already.
Yeah. I mean, it's just no different than me and you joke around about shit. I mean, that's like, you know, we say some dark humor shit sometimes. I mean, again, that goes back to just being a fucking human at the end of the day. We see it as odd because they're in a position of power. So we're like, oh, okay, that's weird because they have power. But at the end of the day, they have power over us, but they're just a fucking human. I mean, they're no different than anybody else. That's why I really don't understand like racism and shit. Like, I never understood that shit. Like, after getting older and realizing and coming to terms with everything, like, it doesn't make sense. Stuff like just doesn't.
It's funny when you bring it up because today I was looking at it was that like it was like racism, like lullabies and stuff. You know how like there's like the Five Little Monkeys and stuff like that. And if you really look at the history, it was not just little Five Little Monkeys, you know, that they were talking about. And
I never knew that.
Yeah, and I always wonder, I'm like, why were people so obsessed with that race and like the way they depicted them? Like, why? I don't understand it. You know what I mean? But I don't think I ever would understand it because at the end of the day, like, I didn't grow up around. I didn't have like racist grandparents or I wouldn't understand the mindset because I've never been around it.
I feel like Audrey's parents are racist against white people. She always be joking around sometimes, but I think she's dead serious because she'll be like, I don't really like white people that much. I wouldn't date a white guy. I'm like, okay, well, cool. So I don't know.
You think? That might ask
I'm like, damn, though, you're in California where there's like...
Yeah, literally.
Your population is mainly Mexicans, but at the same time, like, that's the most known state to be very sensitive against shit like that.
I don't know.
She won't. She ain't gonna admit it though. Even if you ask her, she ain't gonna admit that shit.
Yeah, but I was just like looking at the history, and I was thinking to myself, so like, cause I don't know. Like I said, cause I've had, I have white friends, and like they've told me, oh yeah, my grandpappy he was real, and I'll be like, really? And he's like, yeah, like he used to say like straight up, and I'm like, I would ask him, I was like, so how come, what made you change your mind or not be like that? Cause I'm like, because I don't know, I had found it dumb. And I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I think I know why my dad was the way he was towards certain colors, because he lived in DC when he was a kid and he got jumped by a lot of black people because of his brother would always be like, oh yeah, my brother's gonna beat your ass after school and stuff like this. And like black people picked on that a lot as a kid, like, or he was a bully to them and got jumped. And one of them, they jumped him one time and stabbed him in the back with a beer bottle and some shit.
I'm gonna say something more controversial right now. I think racism makes more sense now than it did back then. You know why? I feel like back then there were more, just that community alone was more established, family orientated than it is today.
Yeah. Well, nowadays, like, people are just fucking... people are just using racism as an excuse to be crybabies, for the most part. Yeah. I mean, you got people, especially, like... I can't say it because I'm on stream, but certain groups of people nowadays use it as a escape card for everything because they know they can. Like, oh, if I say this or this,
If I'm running for president one day and this comes out on the news, just saying. They don't mean nothing. Free speech.
But I'm saying, like, back in the day, dude, there was fucking whites only shit, restaurants and fucking grocery stores. And people are like, oh, racism nowadays is just as bad as it was back then. I was like, really?
Nah.
Your ass is walking freely in fucking stores and not getting beat. So I don't think it's the same.
It's not.
They can complain about it and say it's the same all they want, but it's not.
I feel like back then, like, it made no sense to be racist because to me, I feel like that part of the community was more orientated than it is today. And they will tell you, like, people of that race would tell you that. They're like, yeah, like the community that we're in is toxic. They've created a toxic environment, and just like it's a pattern. It's a pattern, and it's just like the same shit, and they can't break out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why it's important to have some values and be family. And I feel like today, in today's time, is it's not normal for people to get married no more. It's not normal for you to even be Christian. It's not normal for you to be anything.
You
Everything's
can't be
like,
straight in today's society for sure. Like that's the most hated fucking shit.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like everyone's has to be different. Like what happened to just being family orientated, bro?
Now being different is being straight. That's the new different. Being a white straight guy or a Mexican that supports Trump, that makes you different.
I told my wife, I was like, you know, we're in a small percentile because we're married and we're and like just family orientated, because people don't get married no more. People don't believe in a lot of shit.
Well, even the people that do get married, 99% of the time nowadays, they are unfaithful or leave or get divorced. Like it's not like it used to be back in the day. People back in the day, when they got married, they took that shit serious. Like they were married. It wasn't like it is today where, oh, well, you know, we tried to work things out, but you know, he did this or she did that, and then we just got divorced and said, fuck it. You know, wasn't like that back then. I mean, of course you still had divorces, but it ain't like it is nowadays. Like relationships now just end over the dumbest shit, and it's always the same excuse over something, which never understood. I mean, granted, like if the spouse cheats on you or something and you just don't feel that connection, sure, I get that. Like with me and my ex-wife, like I divorced her because, or I asked for a divorce because I didn't love her like that anymore. Like
she wanted with the papers.
Well, I told her I wanted to divorce, but she ended up getting it all notarized and shit with me because we had to go together. But I just told her when I was talking to my current wife off of TikTok. And I wasn't talking to her like that. I was talking to her as a friend at the time, and I just realized I'm like she was showing me shit and opening my eyes up. Like I was becoming a person I told myself I'd never be when I was with my ex-wife. I was bowing down to people's fucking needs. I was basically the errand boy every day of my life there. You know, I was doing shit for everybody in that family. I was the only one who knew how to do any kind of handiwork. So I was always fixing the plumbing. I was always fixing the floors in the house or the walls or doing drywall work or doing floor work or doing fucking whatever it is. Landscaping, you name it, mowing the grass, weed eating. You know, I was always doing this shit. And then my wife, at the time I was with, you know, she was like always making excuses why she didn't want to do this with me or didn't want to do that with me. And I was like, you know what? When I met my current wife and was talking to her and she was showing me the shit, we wasn't even married or we're just talking as friends, and she showed me a whole different perspective of acceptance for who I was. And I was like, I don't even know why I got to that point where I was bowing down to people. Like that's not me as a person. I've never done that. Like I've always been the type of person don't give a shit. Like you either like me or you don't type attitude. Like I never try to mold myself into something I wasn't. But I was starting to do that with my ex-wife. For 11 fucking years of my life, I did that.
I think it's this way.
So it was just a wake-up call when I met my current wife, and she was, you know, there for me every day, telling me that, you know, I deserve better. I need to. She didn't, you know, she wouldn't tell me you need to leave your wife or nothing like that, you know. Like, it's just like she was just telling me, like she showed me. I guess it was more showing me than telling me anything. You know, showed me from without her even knowing she was showing me what I deserved, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, dude, I was just being taken advantage of every day there. And my ex-wife wanted me to be this blue-collar worker every day and work fucking 12-hour shifts and do railroad working like her sister's husband does and all this shit, and stay out of town all the time working. And I was like, that's not me though. Like, I have fucking anxiety and depression and shit. And like, yes, I've done all that type of shit before. I've done construction, I've done landscaping and all that. I said, but like, you're trying to force something onto me that it's just not who I am. Like, I'm not that person.
Since our tales have stirred folks' souls. Not since Payloon.
It's crazy work.
Yeah, it is, dude. But that's why I told her, like, before we got, or after we got divorced, she was like, she tried to fucking slander my name to her family. Oh, he treated me like shit. He did this to me. He did that to me. And the funny thing is, none of her family believed her. That pissed her off even more because every single one of her family members believed me over her. And I didn't even say anything to them. They just knew that I treated her that fucking good. They're like, no, you're not going to slander his name. He treated you like a fucking goddess. You're the one who fucked it up, not him. They literally told her that shit. So that pissed her off. And then, like, for the longest time, she despised me. And then she got fucking remarried. She would always be like, it must be nice to be married and have somebody cares about you. I'm like, well, I mean, it's not like I just set out and met this girl on TikTok and said, that's going to be my wife in the next year. Like, I didn't plan that. It just happened that way.
Yeah. Did she remarry?
Yeah, she did. And she's getting divorced again because he's a really weird fucking guy. For one, he had sex with a trans woman or trans man. Then she sits there and tells me about it. And she's like, he said he didn't know it was a guy, that he was really drunk. I said, if he remembers being drunk and having sex with somebody, then he knew it was a man. You're not to that point that you don't know there's a penis instead of a vagina there. Because if you can remember having sex with them, then you're not just going to forget they didn't have a dick. It just don't work.
Can I say it?
What?
That's that white people shit, man. Nah.
No, that's... I don't know. That guy's weird, dude. Like, he's fucking weird.
That's some GAY shit.
Yeah. Like, do what you want to do, but, like, all power to you. If you want to have sex with a trans, do it. But don't sit there and try to say, justify yourself and say you didn't know it was a man.
I don't think I ever asked you, Vintage, but how come you never had kids?
I never had any because, for one, I'm pretty sure I can't get women pregnant because...
Okay. So you're sterile, right?
Well, I've never been physically tested for it, but I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Wait, you're pretty sure? Oh, okay. That's what I figured.
Seems they're bringing in more outlanders after
I always wondered.
That and my ex-wife, the one I was with for 11 years, she couldn't have kids because she had a heart condition that she still has, that she was born with. If she would have gave birth to a kid, it would have killed her. So she never wanted to risk getting pregnant, obviously in fear of losing her own life, which makes sense. But so
what if one day you just got, like, I know you're way older now, but like, what happens if you got your wife pregnant?
Well,
would you be like?
She can't now. I mean, because she's got that whatever that shit's called they put inside of her. I forget what it's called.
Oh, but it's still possible.
It is. It is possible, but I also don't always finish inside the hole. So
yeah,
I don't think it'll ever happen. But if it ever did, you know, obviously I'm gonna take care of it. You know, I'm not.
I knew you wouldn't want to because, like I said, you're already older too.
Yeah.
I really recommend it to have kids. When you're the older you get.
I wouldn't want it to happen, but yeah, if it happened, I mean, obviously I'll just deal with it like like an adult, you know, and take care of the kid.
And just hope for the best too, of course.
Yeah. I definitely won't be one of those people like, oh, I'm going to give this kid up for adoption. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to be that.
Did you ever want to have kids? Like,
actually, I'm going to be honest, before, when I was with my ex-wife, I didn't want kids. Like, I didn't dislike them. I love kids. I just didn't want.
Do you think it was because of the person she was? Maybe you didn't like her.
I think it was more so the liability of being a parent at the time. And
I mean, yeah.
It was just like, I was like, I wanted my freedom. Like, in all honesty, before I met my current wife, I didn't want to be with a woman that had kids. Like, I told myself I would never get with a woman with kids, ever.
You know how you said about the whole freedom thing? You know, I was like that before I had my son.
Well, that's that's how I was too, until I met.
And it changed.
Yeah, when I met my current wife, that's what I'm saying. Like, I told myself I never wanted a woman with kids. I was like, I don't want that responsibility. And then I met my current wife that has a kid, and I was like, at the first start of it, I was like, I don't think it'll ever become nothing because, you know, she has a kid, and I don't really want to take on that responsibility, especially being like a stepdad, because you don't have any legal rights to that kid. You don't have no obligation. You just have to hope that they respect you. Like, it's different than being a blood dad, because that kid has to respect you because that's you're their dad or their mom, you know.
Yeah.
My stepson don't have to call me dad. He don't have to do anything by law, but he does. So once, you know, I started talking to her and everything, and we got more serious, I was like, you know, and I started talking. She let me meet him over the phone and stuff like that. I was like, I want to be a dad. Like, I'm ready to make that choice in my life that I want to be an actual parent and be like, because I've always loved kids. Like I said, it's different from loving a kid, you know, being around kids all day, because I was around kids my whole life. My ex-girlfriend had a kid. My ex-girlfriend supposedly has a kid by me. The one that she died, my ex-girlfriend did, but she has a kid, or had a kid, that has my last name that she said was my kid, but never was proven by DNA. So I don't know. She also had another little girl before that, and I got with her. And that's why I kind of told myself, like, after I was a teenager when that shit happened, when she got pregnant. So that's kind of where I stood, and I was like, I don't want to get with anybody else that has kids, because I don't want to get myself in that predicament again, until I met my current wife. And like, all that changed because I was like, I want to be a dad. You know, I was like, I enjoy it. There's times where I was like, I wish I could have my free time. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't, but at the same time.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Yeah. I feel like any parent that says otherwise is just lying to themselves. They have to be, because it's just a natural.
It's natural, yeah.
Yeah. The hell is that noise, by the way?
What was it?
It was on your end.
What was it? What did it sound like?
I don't know. Somebody screaming bloody murder for 2 seconds.
Nah. Oh, I turned on the video and it was fucking baseball and it was fucking loud as shit.
Oh shit.
Damn, it caught that?
Yeah, it caught it all right. I thought it's like a fucking witch screaming in my ear or some shit. I was like, God damn, he's got possessions going over there.
Hey, don't say that, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. The world's crazy, and I like to yap a lot. But if people ever, like I was telling you earlier, people ever heard me yapping about my beliefs on social media, I'll probably get canceled and shunned.
They're hearing it right now. Nobody's live watching my live though, so you're good technically.
Unless this pulls up 30 when I become mayor or president.
Be like, you remember that time when your Adventures is live? We got that clip, bitch.
Like, I don't give a fuck. It's a free country.
And like, how do you feel about it? You still feel that way? And you like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'd rather hire a person to work for me that came to me. If I owned a company, right, and somebody came to me and like, I stole in my past. I've been a piece of shit to a lot of people. I fucked some other people over. I whipped this person's ass, but I'm a changed person and I want to work for you and be honest. I'd rather hire that person than a person comes to me like, I've never done anything wrong in my life. Because you know damn good well that person's lying their ass off.
I told you I'm fine.
Yeah. We've all done bad shit.
Yeah. I think, I mean, I don't think I know, you know, the stuff we've done in our past, bad or good, defines who we are. You know, like you wouldn't be who you were today, just like you probably wouldn't be Republican if it wasn't for the fact that the Democrat shit was forced on you as a child. You probably would have maybe leaned toward the left side more. But it was because you were manipulated to believe from such an early age that you shun yourself away from it to see a better like reality of what it is as a bigger picture.
Yeah, I never thought, to be honest, either.
I mean, it's, like I said, it's the same way with religion. Like I've seen kids being forced into churches and stuff as kids, and then they become atheist or fucking Satanist. And I'll ask these people, I'm like, well, what made you change your mind on religion? I was forced into it as a kid. Like, that's the worst possible thing you can do to a child is force them into religion. Like when they're young, like 3 or 4 years old or younger, sure, they don't really know anything at that age. So take them to church if you want. But when they get old enough to know like what they want to believe in to a certain extent, if they don't want to go one day, don't tell them they have to go. Like, let them choose that.
Yeah, I remember my mom used to go to church. My aunt was, what was it? My aunt was Christian.
I grew up in a Christian household as well, so.
I hated church. Hated it. Thought it was a burden.
It felt like a second school to me most of the time growing up. I feel like I was like, I don't want to go to school. And then they're like, it's Sunday.
What's them classes that they make you do?
Bible school?
Like, when you're kids?
Or Bible study or something like that?
Yeah, and you like kind of like, it's called like the 12 something.
It's literally school for church is what it is.
Yeah, but like you pretty much like graduate from it too, you know? You complete like it pretty much is like you said, school. My cousin did that, and like I remember one time I went to one of her classes, and I didn't like it, Vintage. I didn't like it. Couldn't do it. And I never became religious. No matter how much I spent time at church, I never did.
I tell you what made me become religious more than anything was life experiences with the different entities in life, whether it be dark or good or light. And like the day that I was telling you, I think I told you about it. I know I told you about that one thing about the whole possession thing.
Oh yeah.
But then there was a time that I was walking on the train tracks. I don't remember if I told you about that, but I was literally thinking to myself, I wanted to not live anymore. I was walking on the train tracks that day, and then I was like, I just kept telling myself, I was like, I don't care what happens. Let a train take me out. And a train came, and I didn't hear it. I had my headphones on. For some reason, I didn't hear this shit at all. It came right, like, I was walking around the bend of the train track, and this was a full-size train, and as you know how long a full-size train takes to stop, that shit takes a while. It came around the corner as I was walking around the corner and came to a complete stop before it hit me. And then I was freaked out, so I went back to the house. The conductor got off, was trying to figure out who he almost killed. Found my dad was talking to him, and I overheard the conductor tell my dad, he's like, it had to have been a miracle from God. He said, because there's no possible way my train should have stopped that fast. He said, it's not physically possible. He's like, he should be dead. Like, there's no way that, he should be alive right now. And, that was one of them. I was like, because I was telling myself through that whole thing too, I was like, God, if you're really there, you're going to have to prove it to me. Like, you're going to have to prove it to me that you want me alive, because I don't want to be here. And that's when that happened that night.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you know what? My problem is that I guess I've closed the door on it, because I feel like in my life, I feel like so many people have came up to me, and it's like a sign for me to give my life to that, but I just never do.
Well, I think, again, like I said, for you, I feel like you're more like I am in that. That's why I think we get along so well, because we're personality-wise, we're pretty similar. I think what the big thing of yours is like mine was, like I said, if you physically experience something that was like definite proof that there is a God, I think that would be more what you need than somebody coming to you, even like me. Like, I can tell you all day long about experiences I've had of angels or demons or whatever, but that's not going to change your mind at the end of the day because you didn't experience it.
Yeah.
Because like people used to do the same to me. Like my whole life growing up, Dad would tell us about stuff he experienced, whether it been good or bad, and I was like, cool, whatever. You know, it didn't persuade me to be any different or believe anything different just because he's seen it. I was like, well, that don't make me believe. I don't see it. I'm not seeing miracles happen. I'm not seeing, you know, evil things walk around to prove that either one of those are real. Until I did.
I don't know. Yeah, because, you know, like, yesterday was Good Friday, so you're not supposed to, like, eat meat or stuff like that. Or today's Sunday now, but Friday. Like, I never do none of that stuff because to me, I feel like I'm not religious like that. And that would just be me being a hypocrite, you know, because I know a lot of people that do it. And I'm like, you don't even, like, really, your faith, like, the same people, I don't see them, like, giving their faith like that all the time. It's just almost like a trend thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, I feel like most things in life nowadays have become trends. Like, religion in general has become like that. Like,
but I don't know. Someday some lady walked up to me and she told me, she's like, what's wrong? Told me I looked sad and like I was cutting the grass and she's like, I'm like, oh, no, nothing's wrong. But she tells me, she walks away and she tells me, she's like, don't be sad. And in my head, I'm like, she tells me something and I'm like, well, how'd she know I was sad? Like, how'd she know like that I was going through something? And I was just like, nah, you know, whatever. It's just a coincidence. I had just gotten fired, had the worst day of my life. Could have possibly gotten killed on the highway because I was changing the tire out for my car. And after I finished changing the tire out for my car, I kid you not, I got in my car vintage. A truck pulling an SUV with like a chain strap. I don't know. It was like one of those Y. No, it was like the Y connectors that connect. You know, like a Y connects to your hitch, and then the other one connects to the front of the other vehicle. It snapped, and I kid you not, the vehicle crashed like maybe like I want to say like 10 feet, dude.
Damn.
And I was having the worst day, and I was just thought to myself, I was like, what? At least I'm alive, you know? But I was having like the worst day. And that lady, and it was so random, that lady she was just there that day, and it was so weird. And I just like, and I always thought to myself, I was like, maybe I should give my life to him. Maybe I should. And I just never have. Never, like, I always tell myself I never will. Even no matter how many people walked up to me, and until one person told me, he's like, you need to stop. You need to stop closing that door because that door keeps knocking and you don't answer. And I was like, and I was thinking to myself, like, no, that's a coincidence. You know, how would they? That's something that everybody says or something, you know. And that was probably one experience, but it was weird. I don't know.
it's funny that you say that though, because that reminds me of one time what the pastor at my church told me one time. He was we were sitting there in church one day. I went to church and he was talking to me. He came through the door actually, and he's like, I want to tell y'all a story. He's like, and I felt like it was directed toward me because I always used to make excuses why I didn't want to go to church. And he was like, I just want to tell everybody a story. He's like, there was this time. He's like, there's this guy. He's like, he was a good friend of mine. He's like, I'd always see him, and like, when you come to church, he's like, you know, when I'm ready, I'll be there. And he's like, every day, if I've run into him, he'd tell me the same thing. When I'm ready, I'll be there. And then he's like, and then one day I heard about him passing away, and we never know if he actually got, you know, went to that church that he said he was ever going to go to. Mm-hmm. You know, because he always said the same thing. It was always, when I'm ready. Because it's such a hard thing for people to give up to, whether it's a Christian background or any religion. You have to sacrifice something to serve that religion, you know? And a lot of times people don't want to sacrifice that part of their life to serve something that they don't know if it's going to come true or not.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting in church one day and I was sitting there with my head down. I'll tell you another thing that made me believe. I was sitting there. My aunt is the pastor's wife. So technically the pastor was related to me. Anyway, she was up on stage and they were preaching or whatever. And then they had that little thing where everybody was praying or whatever. I was sitting there with my head down. I was like, you know what? I said, I don't even know why I'm here. I said, I'm going to talk to you, Lord. And I said, I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if I'm wasting my time here. I said, I'm just here, like, just to pass the time, but I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I'm sitting full on conversation with this man. And then I feel somebody tap on my shoulder. It was my aunt. She's like, God hears you. She's like, he wants to know you do have a purpose, that you'll find it soon. And, you know, it's like, how could she possibly know that? Like, I wasn't talking out loud. I was talking in my head.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like, okay, this might be real. You know, this is like things like that. But I did find my purpose in life. I know what my purpose is, but my purpose is to find people to help them. It's always been my purpose.
I still don't know my purpose. And like, I like to think that I'm a good person. I'm not perfect. I know that.
I honestly I think your purpose is like mine, honestly. I think.
But I've helped people all the time, like when I can, or like, I don't know. A lot of times I feel empathy towards people. Like I see people on the side of the road, and like I felt, you know, some, not all of them. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should have helped that person, or I should have just, you know.
I think your purpose is, like I said, I think you're like a healer, not like a magical, you know, healer, but you know what I'm saying? Like you're there for people that
it's like
otherwise wouldn't have nobody there for them.
It's like not too long ago. Well, this was a couple months back already. I went to go get my hair cut, and I seen this guy, and he was like, I guess broken down or whatever, and I just seen him, and like, you know, I was like, you know, it was early in the morning, like probably like 8. And I remember I went to go get my hair cut, and I came back, and that guy was still there. I'm like, and I was driving back home, you know, I kept going, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn back around. And you know, I start talking to this guy, and I'm trying to help him out. I take him to my house because I said I had an extra battery. His car wouldn't start. My battery don't work. Like, I had a whole, like, a full day literally I spent on that person trying to help him out. And I took him to AutoZone to recharge the battery, and so he could try and get his car, you know, to get enough charge on the battery to try to make it somewhere instead of staying there, because he was like, it was a motel. And I helped this guy, and the next day comes back and he calls me. He's like, hey, you think you could change this part for me? This is an older guy. He's already retired. Yeah. He invites me over to his apartment. I sit down, and he's just talking to me, and he's like, I don't have nobody here, and you know, in Texas anymore. And I was like, your kids? And they're like, no. He's like my believe it or not, my ex-wife is the only one that I still helps me out around. And I'm like, really? I was like, that's funny. And he's like, yeah, she's Hispanic like you. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just talking to this guy, and like, I helped him out. Yeah, I just helped him out, and like, I didn't, like, I told him when he told me, you know, can you work on my car? And I was doing it literally out of my kindness on my heart. I didn't want no money. I didn't want nothing. But he offered. He's like, no, you're taking it. He's like, you helped me out. He's like, I would have not had no. He's like, I would have had no, like, nobody to help me. Like, I don't know who was gonna help me. And especially like, you know, you were doing it for free. He's like, I gotta give you something. But yeah, I mean, I've done good deeds, and I don't ever tell people. Like, I mean, I tell my wife because that's my wife, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I've never bragged about it, or I know people that go on social media or just, you know, and I never find no need for it because I feel like it's going to be paid back to me some way, you know?
It will. And I
But-
think too that I'm not saying it's not okay to talk about it, but I feel like a lot of people sometimes will do favors like that for people just to say, oh, well, I did this for this person, you know, just to have it as a bragging right. I feel like the more genuine people don't need to brag about what they did for this person or did for that person. You know, they just
like
they
to
go
me,
on
it
about
made
their
me.
life.
It wasn't no problem, and it made me feel good, honestly. Believe it or not. Like, shit, I wish I could help more people out. Wish I was rich.
Well, the great thing about helping people is 90% of the time, more times than not, actually, I feel like it doesn't always need to involve money to be that person to help somebody out. You can save somebody's life by telling them that you're there for them every night, or you know, just by saying, "Hey, I want to be your friend." That might be enough to save that person's life that day. You know, that's why I said, like I said before, that's why I stream. Like, I don't know who can come in here one day that might have the worst day of their fucking life and does not feel like wanting to be here anymore. And then they come in my stream and hear me say something goofy and laugh about it. And they're like, oh man, you know what? I'm not going to do it today.
I just choose like Coaster, how he just showed up, started gaming with him.
Yeah.
Or Sneaky. Yeah, but I don't know. I still feel like a lot of times I still feel lost. Believe it or not, and sometimes I do question myself. I was like, maybe I just need to get my life. Maybe that'll make me feel better.
Well, I think, like I said, when you're still fairly young too, I feel like as you get older, you'll figure out more of your life. I mean, shit, dude, it didn't take me to half my life.
But you know what scares me though? What if I never do? I've met adults about your age, even older, that said that they still haven't.
I think you will, because most of the people that haven't never matured. You know, this is why the way they are that way. They just, and I'm not saying you're not matured and that's why you haven't found it, but I'm just saying, like, it's more so not even like being immature type thing. It's more so like as you get older, you start realizing what's, you know,
like, I know
shit
what you
falls
mean.
into place.
Like yeah, like things simplify for you.
Yeah. Like right now, you don't have to worry about certain things in life. You don't have to worry about certain things with your health or anything like that because you're young enough where you're not having all this stuff happen, or you know, most of your family is still alive for the most part because you're not old enough for everybody in your family to be dying off unless you're in a gang-related family that just gets shot up every day.
Yeah.
But other than that, for the most part, you don't, like, you're not going through any of that right now, which is good, and it sucks to happen, but it, unfortunately, life equals scars and scars equals maturity. That's pretty much the only way there is to look at it. But I mean, I feel like your purpose is what you have been doing is to help people. It doesn't always have to be financial help though.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you hanging out with me at night helps me more days than not, because I mean, I try to have that with Adby, and he's got other plans with his life, and like all I really want is somebody to hang out with. I don't expect them to do it every single night, but I just want somebody that says they're going to hang out or game with me when I want to game to actually do it and not make excuses or be busy every single time of the day, no matter what I'm doing or what they're doing. You know, that's all I ask for. I don't ask for like an every single day friend. I get people work, people have a daily life they live. I mean, for our sakes, we have, you know, a wife and kids. So, I mean, we can't sit here every single day of the night and not sleep and talk all night. But, and that's what I was trying, like I said, I tried that with Advi, I tried that with Nessie, you know, I tried that with multiple other people, whether it be women or men, whatever. It's just like people say they're going to stay and be your friend, and then they dip out. And I don't care that people do that. so much as it is like I just want honesty from day one. Like if you want to do that, fine, but just tell me you're gonna be like that. That's like, don't get my hopes up to tell me you're gonna do something for me and then not hold me to or not hold your word to it.
Yeah.
That irritates me more than anything, because I would rather just somebody be like, oh, I don't want to be your friend or whatever, over them telling me something and then them going back on it. Where the fuck did this guy go? Oh, he went outside. Shit. I don't know if I'm going the right way anymore. Fuck. I done got a wanted level in this town because I've been killing innocent people apparently. Am I supposed to be here? Is he coming here, sir? Oh, they ran fast. Are you still playing SnowRunner?
No, I was on Black Ops for a while.
Oh, that's right. I saw you get on it. On Black Ops. I didn't know if you were still on it or not, though.
Yeah. I'm just on the home screen. I'm just sitting here now, bro. Just vibing.
Oh, this is the guy I'm supposed to follow, I guess. Sir, I may be a wanted man. I don't know if you want me to follow you or not. I got a wanted poster up in this area. They want me dead. Have you talked to Abby lately? Speaking of him.
I actually talked to him today.
Did you?
Yeah.
How's he been?
Been good.
I mean, I'm sure he would message if I text him and stuff. It's just, I'm also the type of person, I don't like to constantly reach out to people. I just, people take that personally a lot of the times, I feel like. And it really is nothing personal. It's just how I am. I'm just not much of a, I'll hit you up later type of guy. Cause
I'm the same way. Sometimes I'll text you and then you text me back and then like I won't reply.
Yeah.
I don't mean to, but I'm just like that.
No, I'm the same way sometimes, dude. Like it's nothing personal at all, so I completely understand it. It's just like sometimes like I just like I'll get on the game or whatever and I'll hit you up, and then
regardless, for the most part, like that same day, like I'll still be you'll be streaming and I'll pop up in there anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Well, like even then though, like there's just some days I just don't like to text people first in general. Like I want, once in a while I like people to reach out to me and be like, okay, and show some type of interest in wanting to, whether it be game with me or talk to me in general. You know, I don't want to be the person that's always messaging people first. Like we message each other equally. It's not like I'm always reaching out to you every single time I want a game, or it's not like you're the only one reaching out every single time you want a game. Whereas, like, I have nothing against Avi, but I feel like I was the one mainly asking every single day, hey, man, you want a game? And then he's like, oh, yeah, man, I'll hop on later. Never hopped on later. Then, you know, a week or two goes by, and then I'll ask him again, be like, yeah, man, I'll hop on. And then if he hops on, it's for like 10 minutes, and he's distracted by his chat, or he's talking to somebody on his phone the whole time. So I was like, it's cool, man. Like, I get you have your own life, but I just... Like, just be honest, if you don't want to game, I'm not forcing you to game with me. Like, I feel like he does it just because he feels guilty. Like, if you don't do it. I was like, I'd rather you just not do it if you're just going to be distracted the entire time you're gaming. Like, I just, just don't get on.
That's what we were talking about. But he said, he's like, I just have fucking ADHD. I can't help it.
I mean, I have that shit too. I've had it since birth, but I guess he is younger, so it's probably more harder for him.
Yeah, he's like, honestly, that's why I enjoy, he told me, he's like, honestly, that's why I joined gaming by myself now, because I like to, like, play by myself, and then sometimes when I'm live, like, I could pause it, or, like, you know, like, he gets distracted easily, like you said. That's what he told me. And I'm like, yeah.
Everything distracts that man. Like, he can hear a bird chirping outside, he's like, I'll be right back, guys, I'm gonna see what that noise is outside real quick. and that fucker's gone for like half an hour. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. He's like, yeah, man. He was like, I'm guilty.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was telling Audrey about that one day, and I was like, I don't have nothing against Abby. Like, I love Abby like a brother. Like, I have nothing against him personally. But I'm just going to call it how I see it. If I see somebody acting a certain way, I'm going to say something about it. Like, I told Abby that on a call that day. I called him and told him when we were talking for a long time. I was like, dude, you always say you're going to game. You make up some bullshit. You never game. He's like, man, you know, I just get busy. I was like, yeah, I get it. And then when you get on the game, you're always distracted. I was like, it's cool, dude. I was like, I told him that day too. I was like, if you don't want the game, I don't want you to feel obligated to do it. And he's the type of person who thinks when people say stuff like that they're trying to, he takes it as, oh, now I feel guilty for not gaming with him. And I was like, dude, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. Like, I'm 100% honest. Like, I can care less if you don't want to game or don't want to talk or whatever one day. I said, I'd just rather you just be honest if you have a day like that. That's it. Like, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Like, I promise you. I'm not the type of person that gets their feelings hurt easily.
You go on ahead. I've got some business to take care of.
I'm definitely not a crier. And Abby loves to cry. That's his favorite thing to do when he's upset. And I was like, it's cool, dude. I was like, you can be emotional, because when the whole thing with Nessie was going on, he got really emotional and was crying on the Discord chat call with me that day. He's like, I hate crying, man. I hate crying. And I was like, I'm sorry I can't be more supportive of it when you're doing it. I said, honestly, I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but it irritates me when people cry, because I'm not a crier. Like, I think it's a weakness when people do it. This is how I view it. I don't like to be that way, but that's just how I am. That's just how I see it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel that way like certain people do, and that obviously makes people think I'm an asshole, because they're like, well, he doesn't give a shit.
It don't bother me when I know, like, Abby's more like emotional. I've told him, but
well, that's what I told him. I was like, it don't bother me. I said, I'm just not like that. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. That fucker Nessie. If you're out there, Nessie, fuck you. Nah.
He really did fuck up a whole group of people, though.
Yeah. I know, like, in January, somebody had sent something in the group chat, and it was like a video of him, and it was like, it was funny. It was like, I don't know what the caption was, but it was something about like people leaving him and I don't know what, and like, it almost looked like he was crying in the fucking video.
It was just funny when I called him out that one time in Discord and sent him that long ass message, and like through the whole thing of me calling him out and telling him that he was acting like a bitch and everything, not once. Now, he was threatening Advi, he threatened you, he threatened Audrey, he threatened Silly Mama. Not once in any of those messages when he was talking back to me did he threaten me. At all. Like, not once. Or talk bad about me. And I was like, I'm glad that you're scared of me, but at the same time, like, that doesn't justify you being a piece of shit. Like, I don't really care if you're scared of me or not. The fact of the matter is, you're a piece of shit person. Like, you fucked a lot of people over. You did a lot of people wrong. Like, sure, Audrey isn't perfect, but she didn't deserve what you did to her. I said, Abby makes mistakes. I get that. I think maybe what set him off with Abby was the way we see Abby now, like, where Abby makes a lot of things. He'll tell you a lot of things and they never come true, per se, because he always gets sidetracked with shit. Well, me and you are well enough aware that that's just how some people are. But Nessie, I think, took that personally, and it was like, oh, well, it's fuck me, and well, fuck you then. I think that's how Nessie took it. And that's just, he just ran with that persona. And then he got mad at Silly Mama because she didn't want to fuck him and be with him and leave her husband for him, because he said they were secret fucking soulmates that were meant to be together in another lifetime.
Hey, lad.
I was like, damn, dude.
I just can't believe. I don't know. Can't believe how much of a like this motherfucker was a rat.
Marius.
Yeah.
What is
Like
it?
he was grimy as fuck, bro.
He really was, and the crazy thing was he tried to pin everybody against each other, and to make himself look like the good guy the whole time. You were fuck. But really, like,
Oh
shit. All right.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
No, he really was though.
That still mind boggles me, honestly. Like thinking back on it, I'm like, I mean, to be honest, like I remember when I told you, I was like, to be honest, I mean, I used to game with him. You know, I really didn't give a fuck if he did talk shit about me, but I'm glad you told me, you know, for me to know.
Yeah.
Who have you got there?
But like, cause he was fucking a little pussy if he didn't tell me that to my face. But I mean, I already knew. Like half the time he used to throw like some slick shots, like I've always told you.
Yeah.
And he was like that with even Advi.
Oh, and then that time he was talking about him and that his gay friend Michael fucking mugging Advi and taking his money that he owed him and all this shit. Yeah. Audrey showed me a text message of him saying it. But then he denied that shit in the Discord chat too.
What did he say?
Saying him and Michael was gonna go fucking basically gangbang fucking Advi, get their money back. The money that Advi supposedly owed him at the time. They're gonna break his kneecaps and all this shit. That's what they were saying to him. Or saying to Audrey that they were gonna do to Advi.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like, for one, that's not gonna happen. Because like, and Avi was telling me one time, he's like, you don't think, you know, he would ever try something like that, do you? I was like, no. He's not. I was like, Nessie is chicken shit. Because if he was a man like he claims to be, he would have confronted everybody he talked shit behind their back about. Because
Yeah.
I was man enough, I told Avi, when me and Nessie was talking before all this shit stirred up, and, you know, I tried to give Nessie the benefit of the doubt and was talking to him on the side as a friend when Avi kind of went his own way. And I didn't know you at the time. I started siding with Nessie. I was like, and I told Avi that. I said, yeah, I even said, fuck you quite a few times about you, dude. I said, I didn't, you know, I'm man enough to sit here right now and admit it. I said, but that was before, you know, I just tried to give Nessie the benefit of the doubt and maybe thought to myself, maybe he's not really the piece of shit, you know, that I think he is. And then it just all started falling together into pieces. And I was like, you know what? He is that piece of shit. You know, he's pinning all these people against each other, making them out to all be like hating each other, when in reality, nobody hated each other. It was him making us all feel that way. Like we all had some kind of issue with one another.
Yeah.
But I told Avi straight to his face, or not straight to his face, but on Discord. I would have told him to his face if he didn't live in fucking Arizona, wherever it is he lives. But I told him on Discord today, I was like, yeah, I did talk shit about you, dude. I was like, I'm not going to be a pussy and not tell you the truth. I'm going to own up to my mistake. I talked shit about you because I thought what Nessie was saying at the time, because like I said, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's being truthful, and I believed it for a bit. And then I just said,
I think the funniest shit is when he texted you. He's like, "Oh, I guess you're deleting me too, just like Garza and everybody else."
he
And
said
Drew was like,
he said the same shit to me too.
and then Drew was like, "Mind you, I don't even talk to this motherfucker like that." I mean, I really didn't talk to him like that.
He didn't even know what really irritated me. What really irritated me to the point where all this shit unfolded was when him and Audrey broke up. Like I told you, when he started coming into my lives every fucking night, only because she was in there. I called him out on it after a while. I said, you know what, dude? I said, I've been sitting back for fucking months. It feels like at this point. It was literally probably like 5 weeks or so, probably like a month. But it felt like longer than that. And I was like, I've been sitting back watching you come in and out of my life You say 2 words, you dip out to see if Audrey's in there. I said, where was that support at that you supposedly had for me as your friend, that you're supporting my stream? Where was that at before Audrey and you broke up? I said, you were never in my stream like that. I said, you come in here every fucking night, but you don't stay. I said, you come in here long enough to see if your ex-girlfriend's in there, and then you dip out. I said, that's not a friend, dude. That's some shady shit. And I mean, after that, I already knew, you know, what kind of person he was, for sure. Like that sealed the deal for me once he did that. Because I already had my doubts, but that just confirmed them.
Yeah. I just can't believe there's actual people like that.
It's sad, dude, that people have to be like that. Because then it gives people that are good people bad names because you're associated with them or have been associated with them, and people think, oh, well, he knew this guy, he's probably just like him, you know? That makes you look like a piece of shit.
I just think it's funny how he used to talk all this crap about his ex-girlfriend and all this. Like, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not saying she was probably the good guy, but it made sense now.
Yeah, now you realize that the girlfriend was probably the same one of the relationship.
Yeah.
And it was his ass, it was fucking loony. He was just pinning all of it on her to make himself look good. I mean, Silly Mama told me a lot of crazy shit that he did, and told her that, you know, about how he tried to basically manipulate her, saying that her husband was an evil person, and said that her sister was this fucking evil person, and that there were demons and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
That is crazy shit.
Yeah, basically he was going to protect her by being with her instead of her husband. I was like, damn. I mean, I'm all for believing in shit like that. I've seen it, so I know it's real. But to play with that shit, I've also seen people play with dark magic, and that shit never ends well.
That's like the type of shit that you hear on the like you'll see on the news. Like, oh yeah, sibling killed this and that because boyfriend that was in a cult told her that it was a demon, blah blah blah. You know?
Yeah. It's weird too, because I feel like I guess Nessie was a Mexican, I would assume, but I feel like most Mexican people aren't into that type of magic type shit anyway. But it just struck me as weird because usually that's a thing in like Haiti and places like that, countries like places like that.
The thing about Mexico on its own, it's really rooted in black magic, believe it or not.
Yeah,
I've seen it firsthand.
I don't know enough about it to know, so that makes sense, I guess. But like from everything I ever seen, it was mainly in other places. I didn't know enough about it to know if it was anywhere else.
Yeah, I feel like a bunch of like Latin America, black magic's a big thing. Just like, you know, in Haiti and all them other places. But yeah.
Yeah, I worked with some people that were from Hades when I worked at fucking this Dynex company. There's some crazy motherfuckers.
I never met a Haiti person, honestly. Like, I've joined one on TikTok live, but that's not the same as like really knowing one.
It's weird because they have like almost like a Spanish sounding accent, but they're black, and it's just like, it's so weird. Like, I'm not even saying that they're trying to sound racist. It's just a very weird combination.
Yeah, it is.
And I remember that one I worked with, it was a younger guy. Me and him got an argument one time. He's like, I'll put a curse on you, man. I was like, go the fuck ahead. I said, you better hope that curse works, because I'll beat the shit out of you the next day if it don't.
Their dialect is kind of odd, especially like
Especially
Their
when they
accent.
say sister, they say sister, or mustache is mustache. That's how they say it.
It's weird. It does sound like Spanish though too.
It really does. I mean, it does and doesn't at the same time. It's like they
Yeah.
put more emphasis on things than even the Spanish people do.
It's kind of like Italians too. When they speak, sometimes I feel like I could understand them. It sounds like Spanish.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's just weird because when I've never met a person from Haiti until I worked that job. So to me, it was really fucking weird because I was like, oh, this is a person who's going to talk like a typical, person. And then you hear an accent come out of their mouth. And you're like, what the fuck? Didn't expect to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he was Hispanic. Whitewashed as fuck. Nah. It wasn't whitewashed. He was just already, his family, pretty sure was already like generations,
Yeah.
being here.
No, Audrey's whitewashed.
Yeah, but who isn't in California? They're all like that. No offense.
They really are. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some there that aren't, but I do feel like a majority of them are.
It's kind of like, that's just Cali people,
Yeah.
That's how there's Texas people. That's how there's Virginia people. That's how there's Tennessee people.
That's how
just like
the West Virginia people.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was an experience when I was up in, I'm telling you, like East Tennessee, because believe it or not, like I'm from Houston, but like I majority went to school with Hispanics, so like even there was white people, but it's not like they were the majority. And yes, there was black people, but it's not like they were the majority. So when I was up there, like, I was a white people for like 5 months, and it was funny because like when we got there, tell me why these motherfuckers told us they thought we didn't speak English. I was like, y'all some piece of shit. Like we got like really close, obviously. I was like, y'all some piece of shit. I was like, the fuck y'all thought I hopped the border or what?
I mean,
like,
to be fair, for the majority of the part, when I see a Spanish person, I usually, for the most part, it's not on no race shit. I just usually insinuate they majority speak Spanish more than they do English. It's just because most of the time I've seen that's usually how it is. So I don't even think it's necessarily a racist thing as much as it is. It's just kind of like what you're used to seeing, like what you're around,
Yeah, but you know what's funny?
What's up?
I speak so much English that even when I talk to somebody that I know that they know Spanish and English, I prefer to talk in English.
You say you prefer to talk in English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when I talk to other Hispanics, they're probably like, look at this fucking beaner ass motherfucker speaking English. Like, you couldn't talk Spanish. I feel like sometimes they be thinking that.
I mean, at least you have an accent. Like Audrey barely has an accent when she speaks. Like,
yeah, but
I feel like it would be really weird if she spoke Spanish just because she doesn't have an accent that much. I mean, she does certain words she says, but
I feel like I have a mixture. It's like a language accent, but also like a Texas accent.
I could definitely tell that you're Spanish, like, or Mexican. I can hear it. You can't hear it because you just like I can't hear. I have a country accent to people. I don't hear it, but like
I don't think you have that bad of a. I don't think you got a country. I've heard worse. Trust me. I met them folks in Arkansas. They talk funny.
Oh, for sure.
Even
just like Alabama and shit like that. Yeah.
When I was in East Tennessee, I swear to you, I could not understand a lick of fucking English. That motherfucker spoke sometimes. I cannot. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Bob, what the fuck did you just say to me? Because I don't understand a fucking word that's coming out of your mouth right now.
Yeah, that's literally how it was that time when I told you about when my dad went to West Virginia and was he's like, yeah, this is your distant relative or such and such or whatever. And he was like, he was sitting there talking to me, and I was like, what did he even say to me though? Like, he's like, oh, he said this, 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 and this. I'm like, I didn't understand nothing he said. Like, not a fucking word. Because it didn't, he was so thick of a country accent, like hillbilly country, not like country accent, like hillbilly shit.
Yeah, and then I've met Hispanics with like the most hillbilly fucking country ass accent. I'd be like, the fuck? Like, I knew some guy named Richard. He used to talk real like that dude was funny. He was a rod buster, so he was the one that would lay down, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember he would be like, "Hey brother man, what's going on, brother man?" And like this dude was like, he was real like, he kind of looked like, he was kind of built like Butterbean. You know who Butterbean is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of built like that, but like shorter, and like he had like a little goatee and a little mustache, and he used to wear this bandana, different color, with a buffalo nickel. It was actually a silver buffalo nickel that he would wear. He had it shaped so it could hold his bandana, like he would cross the bandana and put the buffalo nickel on there. It would slip on there, and he would wear a bandana every day. And this guy's name was Richard. He was Hispanic. He'd be like, "What's going on, brother man?" Like, I don't know. That dude was a character. Like, and I was just thinking, like, damn, bro, like, you be meeting some fucking unique ass people, and like, and all I think about is like I could make a whole fucking cartoon out of this. Like, it was funny. Like, this guy was funny. Like, I always think about that guy. Sometimes I wonder, like, damn, I wonder if that guy's still alive, because he was older already.
Yeah.
But like, this dude was Hispanic, and like, just the word, just his accent and like his dialect was fucking funny as fuck to me.
Yeah, I've definitely heard some people. The way it's like I said, like that person I told you, those people I met from Haiti. Like, I didn't, never in a million years would I expected that accent to come out of that type of person. I was like, what the fuck? That really took me off guard.
Yeah, sometimes I try to mimic, because my Spanish is more, I don't know, my Spanish is, I've lost my Spanish since I don't practice it as much. I don't sound like people from Mexico, you know?
Yeah. Well, hell, most people from Mexico don't sound like they're from Mexico anymore.
So like, and then there's so many accents in Mexico too. So like, sometimes I'll watch a video, right? And I'll try to practice their accent. And sometimes I try to practice my English and sound more like a certain way, just to see if I could do it. And it's funny, like, I'm like, it's hard to try to keep that same accent. But it's funny, like, I'll be practicing my Spanish and I'll be trying to sound like people from city of Mexico, because they talk real fucking funny too. They almost talk like, I don't know, they sound like fruity.
Yeah. Like Nessie.
Yeah, but in Spanish.
What was funny is how Nessie would make fun of your voice, saying that you had a higher pitched voice, and I'm like, has he heard his voice? Like, his voice is way higher pitched than yours.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where does he get that his voice sounded better? Like, I don't understand that. Well, and he never did it to me, obviously, but that's what Audrey told me. If he would have done that, even if I hadn't known you, I would have called him out. Because I just don't think you should do that shit. Somebody's not there to defend himself. You don't talk shit like that about him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, that dude was something else. I don't know. Like, yeah, he had a pretty high pitched voice too.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't even think, when Audrey told me that, I was like, I don't even think Garza's voice is that high pitched at all. Like, I've heard way higher pitched voice people out there, men. I've heard women with deep ass voices that sound deeper than men's voices. I said, but I don't judge it.
It just depends the way you talk too.
Yeah.
Sometimes my voice still cracks.
Well, also, like with my voice, I have different tones to it depending on just how I feel. Like, if I talk fast, I have a higher pitched voice. If I talk in my normal speed, my voice is
sometimes
deeper sounding.
when I talk really fast, my throat almost starts hurting because I'm talking so fast, and I even feel like tightness on my throat because I don't
Yeah.
know how to fucking slow down.
Yeah, my shit does that too.
But I should probably practice how to sound like the people in Mexico, and then I don't know what American accent I wanna portray. There's so many American accents, dude, to pick from. That's the crazy part.
He said, "Which one do I want to be today?"
Yeah. Need to study the Californians. How the
Yeah, well,
Californian men
just
talk
talk to
good.
Drew and Audrey every day. You'll get perfect at it. Basically, just complain about your life every day and how hard it is and how you want to move. That's pretty much the gist of a Californian. I mean,
I mean, you ain't lying.
It is what it is. I'm just saying. That's really what they do. I'm not even talking about Audrey or Drew. I'm just talking about like in general. The motherfuckers
Just in
complain
general,
like a
yeah.
bitch in California.
Yeah, so I just moved down from California to Texas. I love it down here. The prices are cheap. I paid $400,000 for this house here. Like that ain't fucking expensive as shit.
Yeah. Or my rent's like $4K. I pay $9 a gallon for gas, but it's nice here.
But to them fuckers, that shit, when they come down to Texas and like they pay for a house like that, for them it's cheap because their homes are almost fucking, almost damn near $1 million for a basic ass home. So they come down here and pay fucking that much, and they're like, oh, it's whatever, you know.
They think they got a good deal.
Yeah, they fucking didn't.
Yeah, man. I thought there'd be more shit. Oh, is that a chest I can open?
How can I practice? See, it's hard to practice my English, like to do another accent, cause it's hard. I could hear when I could hear my accent in words actually, but like I said, I think it's also language, and I think it's just Texas in general.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to not have some kind of accent if you're used to having that accent your whole life too. It would be hard to. That's why, like, when you see actors that, like, fucking Canadian actors talk like perfect without a Canadian accent or some shit, I was like, that's pretty impressive to me because some of that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah. But I feel like they lose. I feel like it ends up being that they end up losing their accent themselves because they spend so much fucking time in America.
Yeah.
Kind of how like I lost my Spanish accent. I don't sound like people from over there no more. When I speak it, I sound like completely different. People know that I'm American speaking Spanish, even though that was my first language. How the fuck do I have an accent in both languages? I'm fucked.
It's only when you say, hell yeah, that's when your white boy accent comes out.
Hell yeah, brother. What we gonna do? I got 2 AR-15s and a motherfucking F-150. I have a buddy from Arkansas, and I can never replicate his fucking accent. He has like the thick. It almost sounds like he has fucking butter in top of his mouth. I don't know how he. Everything sounds so like slurred and like I don't know. His name's Carter.
Carter?
Yeah. He's young as shit. He's when I met him, he was fucking 18 years old. This was like 3 years ago. And I used to tell Carter, I used to tell him, Carter, you what the fuck you know about this? You ain't nothing but an 18-year-old. He's like, I worked Worked all my life. I've been working since I was 12 years old, and I was like, you know what? I believe your country ass. He did, because he said he dropped out of was it high school when he was like 16 and got his GED.
Damn.
Yeah, that's that country life though. Him and his dad had 200 acres combined in
That's
Arkansas.
a lot of land. Because I lived
Yeah,
on 40 acres and that was a fuck ton. Or 45 acres, really.
yeah. He's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of that shit. He inherited a bunch of land from his grandpa, like literally like fucking great 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 grandpa from like the 1900s. I was like, that's crazy. He showed me his land. That shit look badass. He likes to squirrel hunt. I didn't know people I didn't know people squirrel hunt it. I know some people eat it, but like I never really thought it was that big of a thing. He has a hunting dog and shit.
I never hunted like faithfully squirrel hunted, but I've done it before. And squirrel's pretty good though. It's just not really worth it. That's why a lot of people don't do it, because there's not a lot of meat on it. It's not really worth the time that it takes to get a squirrel.
I feel like he primarily does a bunch of squirrel hunting because I mean he does like deer too, but like most of the time when like he'll post on social media, like he's always squirrel fucking hunting.
Name it and I'll fetch it for you.
I know people here, not pigeon, what is it? Fuck, what's that other bird called?
Dove?
Yeah. I know, are they doves? Yeah, doves. I heard those are good eating.
Never tried it. I've tried
Me neither.
some crazy meat before. I've tried fucking like bear. Pretty sure like fucking crocodile or some shit before, and some other shit.
Yeah, dove. I never knew people eat it, but apparently Hispanics eat that shit. My uncle's told me, he's like, yeah, that shit's like real tender, like almost like chicken, like, and it's a good bird to eat because all they eat is little herbs, like, you know, seeds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's actually a really clean meat. I don't know, I'll probably eat it. Just don't tell me it was dove. Just tell me after I eat the taco.
That's how my dad was when I first tried squirrel before. He wouldn't tell us what that shit was, and then after I ate it, he like, was that good? I was like, yeah, it was really good. He's like, oh, that was squirrel meat. I was like, you motherfucker. Because he made squirrel gravy one time and told us it was sausage. He's like, it's just sausage in there. I was like, that tastes really good. He always liked to fuck with us like that. Then tell us afterwards.
My wife, I always wanted to, I've never been hunting. My wife tells me, she's like, why you want to go hunting? She's like, she tells me I want to be white so bad. I was like, I just want to go hunting because I got to put my guns to use. Plus, I want to kill some fucking hogs too. I want to go like this. Fa, fa, fa.
Well, I also don't feel like, to be fair, I don't feel like hunting is necessarily a white or any heritage of the sport. I just feel like you can hunt no matter what color you are, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, but I guess since in America you see most majority is like white people, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
it's more normalized, is what you're saying.
It's like more tied down to that race specifically. But I want to go kill some hogs. Fa, fa, fa. She won't let me go hunt. She really won't. One day I'm just sneak off and go do it.
You just come back with a deer on your shoulder. You're like, where'd you get that at? Well, I told you I was going hunting, so I did.
I would have somebody. I needed somebody to teach me out of gut and shit.
Well, if you're doing it for the first time, I probably wouldn't recommend starting with deer because it's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have somebody else have to do it for me.
You're better off starting with like a
Alright.
squirrel or something like that if to get your like handle on it. Then, or like you said, have someone else do it and then just watch how they do it. You know, then you can do it from that way. Like I watched my dad do it when I was a kid, but
Got some new wares in. Make sure you take a look.
not everybody has a dad that teaches them how to do shit like that. So
Yeah, well, I ain't have a dad. Well, I have a dad, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
Plus, I didn't have nobody else that took me hunting. It's like the only reason I like to fish is because my brother-in-law took me fishing when I was younger. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would ever fish, or maybe I would have. I don't know.
How about
I love
this?
fishing, but I love fishing, but I just
used to
don't be
love
having
fishing.
nobody to go with.
I used to love it. Like I said, I lived on a, mom and dad lived on a pond. Used to love it as a kid. And as I got older, it became more of a chore than it was something I enjoyed.
You've got an eye for quality.
You getting tired? I'm getting ready to hop off myself here in a minute because
I am
it's already almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired, honestly. Yeah, I should have been asleep a long
Name
time
it
ago.
and I'll fetch it for you.
Yeah. I'm probably actually going to save and quit now because I need to go grab me something quick to snack on before bed because I'm hungry. I can't go to bed if my stomach's bothering me. Then probably
Just drink like 2 liters of water, bro.
then I definitely won't be asleep. I'll be pissing all night long. That stuff hits me quick if I drink water like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you drink a water bottle, full water bottle?
Well, I usually just have like the 40-ounce Stanley cup. I usually drink it.
Oh.
But if I drink that whole thing, which I can do easily within like a couple minutes, I'll be up about 5 times in the middle of the night to piss. And that's not even an age thing. I've just always been like that, even when I was younger. My bladder is just that weak, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, dude, I'll let you get some sleep. I'm gonna hop off here.
All right, good night. See you tomorrow, baby cakes.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Later.
Nice talking to you.
You too, dude.
All right.
Later. Everybody's in the stream. It says one person, but I think that's just Garza. If you're still there, dude, I will talk to you.